waiting for people to come into the room. I don't see me coming on yet, the screen yet. I don't know if we're live. Oh, there we are. Okay, testing the... Oops, somebody's already here. Hello, thank you for being here. So I'm waiting for more people to come into the room. Hello, hello. Hello. So am I being pulled to this? I am. So I'm going to unbox a new deck. It is the Cozy Witch Tarot. So in trying to think of themes to read on today for the all signs, here it is, Cozy Witch. So I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to, I almost said bless it. I'm going to clean it because a lot of people touch it during production, right? Kind of modern, right? And then I'm going to read for you. In thinking of today's reading, because usually, you know, a week out, a month out, but I've already done June's, right? And when I'm thinking, you know, I've asked clients for themes to read today. All of a sudden, when I was talking to somebody about fobs, of all things, you know, electronic acts, monkey, no, don't eat that. What is that? There's nothing on the floor. What are you eating? Wow. Wow. What are you eating? Oh, it's like a red loaf tie or something. Anyway, don't eat stuff off the floor. Itty baby come. Sorry, welcome everybody. All of a sudden, I had an impulse to read for October 2025. So that's never happened before. Kind of similar has happened during a reading, like private readings. When that happens, something that I can't know right now, or I'm not being shown, may happen between now, like in the world, or in wherever country you are. It feels like the world. Between now and September, that makes it desirable for people to know about October. So I'm just going to roll with it, okay? So we're going to clean this deck, and then I'm going to pick a clarifier, right? I may do personal readings at the end of this all signs, okay? So get your questions ready. So I'm going to clean it, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of the deck, and then we'll move into the all signs. This is a truly weird all signs, okay? I mean, again, it's something similar has happened in some personal readings, but it's so rare, but it's never happened while I was meditating for a general all signs that is public, okay? But if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for that as well. And most of the people who view my channel do not subscribe. So it really helps us if you like the readings, please subscribe, because it doesn't cost you anything, and nobody can see your subscriptions if you go into your YouTube settings and make it so that nobody can see your subscription. So there really is nothing to lose on your part. So I'd appreciate it. Michelle Mucci. Oh, Michelle, my belle. Hello, babe. Thank you for being here. couldn't see your whole name without my glasses. So during the production, whoever makes these cards physically, like at a plant, a lot of people touch them. So I like to remove the energies of the cards before I read, right? When I first break in a new deck. So I like how you read your... Oh, thank you, babe. Yeah, I try not to, I try to be helpful. This is what's going on, good, bad, right, or wrong. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do, But I really appreciate your kind compliment. Thank you. Because I don't want to be your yes man. You know what I mean? That's not helpful. I don't need my ego stroked. Trust me. It's too big anyway. Just in general. Like I have to pull back that energy for me. Like in everyday life. Where I'm kind of like in people's faces and want everything my way and you know what I mean? But I'm not adverse to listening to others. But 9 times out of 10 I'm like, no, I think my way is better, Anyway. It's hard to change my mind about stuff. So, if you're new to the channel, every time I break in a new deck, every deck has its own language, right? I wish you could see what I was doing. I got a new seat or a new chair, so I'm higher, so I had to raise this. But this is what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm cleaning a deck. Brand new deck. And we're reading for October 2025, which I don't understand, but whatever. There must be a need to know what the ultimate outcome of whatever happens in between. So I'm getting I did get a sense of a natural disaster. We're not right 100% of the time in our interpretations, right? So it can be, what's a natural disaster to me is like earthquake, tornado, that kind of stuff. But I mean, it can be just a general disaster. It could be an economic disaster. Who knows, okay? So I'm just getting a tinge of natural disaster that's kind of widespread. But I don't know. So anyway, I'm reading for October. I don't understand it. We're just going to go with it. So let me show you the deck a little bit. The Cozy Witch Tarot, and this is the Fool. And here's they can see a cliff or a mountain in the distance. There is a cat beside the person, okay? Sometimes Fool cards can mean loyalty. I'm an Aries, impatient. Nice. I'm going to get to you in a second. And then there's writing, which I didn't know about. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. So yeah, new beginning. Okay. She's looking at herself in the mirror, right? Now, sometimes the Fool can mean remember I was talking about how I kind of have this big ego, or, I think highly of myself, right? And my opinions. So this could be someone who's, and I guess in a way it could be immature, but someone who's looking at themselves and just discovering themselves with the Fool's energy, or they haven't been corrupted yet. No one, in other words, they didn't have somebody in their ear going, pull back, Natasha, or hey, do you think you know everything, Miss Know-It-All, or whatever it is. Nobody's corrupted me. Okay? In that card. And then the Magician, here you see somebody who has resources, who is growing something to be self-sustaining. You have everything you need to do anything you want. the manifestor, right? This person creates life, okay, as a gardener. Okay, let's skip around. Here's the World card. And she's surrounded by butterflies, which is rebirth energy, which is really apt because when you start a new cycle, the world only shows up when something's big changing, right? Everything looks different. It's not like the wheel where, you know, something changes and then your routine changes, or, you know, this is like your life looks different in a lot of ways in more than one arena. And you see there's a bridge in the background, which is kind of interesting interpretation. And I never thought about it before seeing this card, but I like the idea of a bridge being represented in the World card. Because you go from what you can't get to this place without some kind of bridge, right? There's an event, there's a person, there's some kind of thing that allows you to progress. Whereas if there wasn't a bridge, there'd be, you know, you'd have to find other ways to cross the river or creek or whatever this is, right? Or lake, right? You can see she's like walking on water. So there's ascension. There's some kind of progress or ascension after the World card shows up. I just love that. Okay. Ace of Cups. Oh, this is interesting. And it says potion. You do feel that in your heart there's a potential deer. Right? Someone's offering, or you're offering. I like it's how it's coming from the side and not from the top or the bottom. So you can go, monkey! So you can go either way. I don't know what my cat is doing, but he's being naughty. He's knocking things over. But look at that. Potion. It's kind of witchy. I don't know. So we'll just show you one more, and then we'll go into the reading. And it means something what I'm pulling out. It's almost like pop-outs. King of Pentacles, Earth energy. True success isn't about money, it's about happiness too, which is so true. And the King of Pentacles, you know, which is Capricorn mostly energy, but it can be anybody who displays this. It could be the moon, rising, whatever. Whatever their energy they're sitting on based on their chart and based on whatever transit is triggering this quality to come out, okay? But here you see someone's like at a train station or something. Oh, shop. And then there's a sign on a door that says, thanks for supporting local witches. And someone's kind of just lounging. This is the generous king. This is the, or queen in this deck. Looks like it's like fluid. I wish they wouldn't do that because it kind of mixes things up. Am I looking for a dude that's triggering something or a female? You know, this makes it, you know, murky. Okay? But I'm going to just go by the name. King of Pentacles, likely a male. Okay? But the generous king, a Capricorn-ish person who would take the shirt off your back if you say you like it. Okay? Because they don't, it's not like they feel shame or anything, but they're like, oh, well, I can get another one. Here you go. You know, they're very generous and Virgo-like in that, where they just give. In reverse, this is someone who's a miser, who is untrustworthy. This is the generous, trustful king. Okay, now that we beat that to death, introducing the new deck. What should I do with this one? Oh, I don't like that deck. I mean, I'm being drawn to it, so I have to choose it. It's Lover's Path Tarot by Chris Weldeher. Okay. That's the clarifier. I'm also being drawn to the Wheel of the Year Tarot for clarifying the clarifying if we need to. Oh, this is strange. The Tarot of Sexual Magic for advice or outcome. And because I have one of those crisscross triggers. Because monetized, and I don't want to lose monetization on this video. I'm going to have to cover a lot of it, like the nudie parts, but and the sexual parts, but the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which you can see is well worn. Okay. So that is the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. Oh, welcome everybody. So for those who are just joining us, I don't know why, but I'm being pulled to read for October for all signs. I don't know what's going on with that, but I get a sense of kind of a world or national event wherever you are. But wherever it's happening nationally affects the world. So it's possibly the US. But for some reason, there's a need for people to know the outcomes in October or the energies in October. So I'm just going to roll with it. Okay, let me mix up this new deck that I just unboxed. So in order for a deck to be thoroughly shuffled is at least 8 times. I can't do it this way. I have small hands, so long fingers with small hands. So if my fingers are normal size, I'd have extra small hands. I don't know how that is on a woman, what that indicates, whatever. But it's hard for me to shuffle like this with big cards. It just hurts too much. So I've washed and shuffled the cards. I've cleansed the cards, this new deck. I'm about to read from Aries to, I almost said Sagittarius. Does Sagittarius begin in October? It does. That's interesting. So Sagittarian season. So maybe not October, Sagittarian season. So I'm about to read from Aries to Pisces. I may do personal readings at the end, so get your one question ready. And it has to be phrased as a yes/no question. Otherwise, I'll skip it. Okay. I hope that wasn't unattractive. Okay. So I'm going to clarify with the Lover's Path. Clarifiers need clarifiers. Wheel of the Year Tarot. And then, I'll make sure I show the right side. Tarot of Sexual Magic for either advice or ultimate outcome. Please like, share, subscribe to help boost the channel. Okay. I prefer you subscribe, if anything. Okay, but liking brings people to this channel during live readings. So, what is coming up for Aries in October 2025? What's coming up for Aries in October, Sagittarian season 2025? What's coming for Aries in October of Sagittarian season 2025? Ooh. We have a pop out and it's lateral. 3 of Pentacles, and it came out laterally. I'm going to show it to you in a second. What's the saying? Teamwork makes the dream work. Here it is in the upright. People getting together. It almost has like a 3 of Cups feel, okay? But people coming together in a group to make something happen. It looks like they're like half a coven or a third of a coven to do spell work in order to create an outcome, right? So you will have to work in a group to make something happen or to survive. Possibly a forest is... See, I don't usually get like forecast. I don't know what's happening. I'm not being shown. It's like a high priestess moment for me. All I know is that I had to do a reading today about October 2025. Okay. I'm still going to do monthlies and in September for October, but I'm just letting you know, Aries in Sagittarian season will make more progress within a group. The sun, whatever it is, whatever the outcome, you are okay. The sun is Leo energy, okay? So it's 5th house energy. This is very playful. This is all new everything. Knight of Swords, be ambitious, chase your dreams. See how she's working on gaining knowledge. So I'm going to pull 4 cards. And then you have the World card in reverse. Here it is in the upright. So October or Sagittarius season will be a cycle change. Now, what is a cycle change? If you're new to the channel, cycle change, according to my spirit guide Jenny, is when you've paid a karmic debt or taught a karmic lesson and you go through a definitive, noticeable change in your life, in more than one area. One change in one area begets another. For instance, you move to a new city, so you get a new job and a new set of friends, that kind of thing. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not telling you to move to another city, just to be clear, okay? But I'm telling you that you're on a cusp of whatever happens in between now and Sagittarian season will prompt a new cycle change. Well, it seems like a happy one with the sun, okay? A Leo might be involved. It'll be as part of a group. I don't know if I don't know if you're practicing or a park with trees will be important, or an area with trees or more trees will be important. But it's a time of gaining knowledge. So the outcome of events in between now and Sagittarian season will prompt you to learn something new, possibly in a group. So it could indicate a promotion or a raise, okay? But it's within a group and you need to act as a team, and it brings you to the cusp of a brand new cycle, okay? Okay, it seems pretty mellow. So, maybe the thing about the natural disaster came in and it went out, but I had to note it when it came in. So I just got to tell you that. Okay, the Lover's Path Tarot so maybe nothing major will happen to the world, and I don't know. At any rate, it looks like Aries is generally unaffected, okay? It seems like life goes on, okay? So that's good. What is this 3 of Pentacles in the upright mean? Now, 3s are related to the Empress, and the Knights, if they had a number, would be the number 12, which is Hangman. Okay? What does the 3 of Pentacles in the upright mean for Aries? What is the 3 of Pentacles in the upright mean for Aries in terms of the theme of this reading? What does the 3 of Pentacles in the upright mean for Aries in terms of this? I heard lead. It's such a Aries trait anyway, right? Of course, I would pick a deck that I haven't edged. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you have 2 Knights as a tarot cluster. One is in reverse, which means meeting old friends, right? Possibly through work, because this is a work card, right? Anyway, to clarify the 3 of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this does not have to do with love, because in the upright, this means new lover on the way. So this is like work related. Okay, but here it is in the upright. whatever you're doing in Sagittarian season, it doesn't lack emotion, but it's almost like something you have to do. Like, I have to study or learn more. I mean, it feels like you're kind of like just free. Okay? Now, sometimes this means a new career or new job for me. Okay, so we'll have to clarify that. Now, the Page of Cups, court cards 8 times out of 10 mean people to me. So, a water sign will be important in a group situation. What's going on with you, kitty? Okay. Now I want to clarify this. What does this mean? Does this mean a Leo? Does this mean career? Does it mean vacation? Because sometimes this is a vacation, right? What's the Sun card in the upright mean for Aries in October or Sagittarian season? What's the Sun card in the upright mean for Aries regarding the theme of this reading? A lot of people. King of Wands in reverse. Here they are in the upright. Now, if this isn't a fire sign or a fiery person, right? This is someone who has the ability or authority to make contracts, okay? So contracts, promises, okay? This is the fiery king. This is the leader, okay? This could be your energy, but it's in reverse, right? Despite a lack of a contract or a lack of a partnership or a lack of authority, you're happy. It's basically, or a fire sign. Then you have the Three of Wands in reverse. Now, if we get 3 threes, it's a tarot cluster that means lies. We only have 2 at this point. But this is a lack of opportunity, right? So even though it's a lack of opportunity, you're happy. You feel free, which is amazing. So what are you learning? Or is this an air sign person, right? Now, 3 Pentacles in the upright is a promotions or raise card, okay? So you're not going to know which unless you get a personal reading from me or someone else, because this is a group reading. Every Aries will experience all these energies in some form, okay? So this reading is not just for one Aries, in other words. No one person can claim it. Okay. The readers who tell you that only one person can claim it because it's a really specific message is someone who's not confident in their readings. Okay. And snake oil salesmen do that. I'm just saying. They go into a public space. They have the snake oil that they're selling. And they'll reach one person because it's a numbers game, okay? What does this Knight of Swords in the upright mean for Aries regarding the theme of our question? Well, I lost somebody because of that. Okay. Yeah, collective readings. Oh, you can only claim this one reading. That's someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Or they're intentionally doing that because they're not confident. Or they're just a snake oil salesman. I'm just saying. What does this Knight of Swords in the upright mean? It's like or is what I said. They're not all 3. So what is this Knight of Swords in the upright? I don't know if you're studying because you're trying to avoid deception in career. Maybe that's why I keep on and on about it. What's this Knight of Swords in the upright mean? I'm just going to force a cut. Yeah, it's deception. You have 3 threes as a tarot cluster. That means lies. And it's the Three of Swords in reverse. You're trying to avoid a deception that you feel around you in a group situation. Or you're trying to avoid deception or detection in the world or in your area. Okay? Remember, what I felt or was prompted to do this reading because of a meditation I did right before this reading. Okay? God, we're 30 minutes in. It's going to take forever. But you have 3 threes. You're trying to avoid deception and heartbreak or just heartache because there's lies around you. You feel like you can trust at least a couple people in the group, okay? But you have people in reverse here, a lot of them. If you had to choose between which one to trust, because we do have 3 court cards, okay? The only one in the upright is the airy person who's... You'll be able to tell who because they're always curious in reading. They're like a voracious reader. They're always talking about books, that kind of thing. Okay, let's get the advice on the sexual... Throw of sexual magic. I haven't used this deck forever. Hi, everybody. I know it's a weird topic, but I had to read for all signs. It may not even make sense until October. Okay? Let's get the ultimate outcome. Because I think you know what to do. Again, your central is this. So whatever's happening, you seem to be unaffected by it if it's world or national events. You're just like focused on your immediate surroundings, right? I don't know what I didn't clarify this, so I kind of don't want to. Because of because it's so future forecasting, okay? It's a weird topic. What is the ultimate outcome for Aries in Sagittarian season 2025? What is the ultimate outcome for Aries in Sagittarian season after events between now and September 2025? Oh, I thought I etched this deck. So whenever I get, I have over 200 decks, so I can't edge all of them all the time. It takes a lot of time. You have 4 threes. 4 threes is creative time, creative projects, tenacity. So this is your central, okay? No matter what happens, it almost inspires you to be more creative, okay? This is the 3 of Swords. Again, so your 3 of Swords, you heal and then move on, right? So your ultimate outcome is that, again, you're part of a group, right? But one person may feel kind of left out while so you may be bonding closer with one of the 2 people you're bonding with. I don't know if that's sexual bonding or what. Your ultimate outcome is that, I think you're trying to avoid deception or toxicity. So I have to cover this part because, one person's standing and one person, and then there's like a third party still yet. But this is the card we don't speak of in reverse, I think. No, this is the Tower. Again, I haven't used this deck in forever. Okay? You can kind of guess what's going on here. Okay? I don't know, it's been so long for me. You avoid a tower by staying within a group. It'll be 2 people. There might be other people in the group, but there's 2 people you are aligned with, that you are like thinking with. Okay? You avoid a tower with 2 people, somehow. And it brings you in Sagittarian season to the cusp of a brand new cycle, which is all new everything, basically. Okay, that's a weird one. I mean, it's a weird reading, so, or a weird thing. Again, if people are just joining us, I had during meditation prior to this all signs. What am I going to do in all signs about today? And the intuit I got is October 2025, which is Sagittarian season. Then I got a flash of natural disaster or disaster, right? So I may be reading for all signs in response to a national or international event or series of events. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Okay, now we're going to move on to Taurus. If someone could timestamp these, that would be amazing. I can't see the time right now. It's like 30 minutes in. What is coming up for Taurus in October 2025, Sagittarian season? What is coming up for Tauruses in October 2025, Sagittarius season? What is coming for Tauruses in October 2025? Now remember, we have a new strain of COVID, whatever that is, coming out. So remember, I think in August, I'm starting to get the intuit, and other readers are getting intuits, or other psychics rather, of perhaps a lockdown in July or October, or July or August, okay? So it could be pandemic, a new pandemic related, okay? So maybe that's it. My spirit guide, in answer to me, even though I didn't ask her directly, because I was thinking out loud, she said that's close to it. Okay? So there might be a reason why people need to shut in, take cover, isolate, okay? For whatever reason. So what is it? She said, and usually she just tells me, I don't know. She'll say that to me, but she's saying, I can't tell you. So it might be spiritual in nature, like a global spiritual experience, perhaps. Okay? I don't know. I'm just guessing. She said something close to that. What's coming for Taurus in October 2025? Sagittarian season. I'm going to force a cut because I'm not getting the tinglies in my fingers. Okay, and I'm not being told to stop. Should I cut? Yes. I'm pulling 4 cards because that means if you're watching readers who, you don't have to follow what I say, I'm just saying, true readers who I hang out with for the past 35 years know that the more cards you pull, the murkier in the message. The less cards you pull, the more succinct the message or the answer. Okay, I'm just saying that. So I'm pulling 4 cards because I don't want a murky answer. So it's in reverse. It's the 3 of Wands. And here looks like she's walking into a church. It gives me the feeling like she's holding a resume and like very anticipating an interview, okay? But it was in reverse. Maybe you don't have an opportunity to interview or an opportunity to share your experience, whatever that means, whether it be professional or personal or whatever it is, right? Tauruses, okay? There's either a lost opportunity or no opportunity, or you're about to have an opportunity. The 3 of Wands in reverse. Again, you have a reversal card, 7 of Swords, but in a way that's good in this deck, okay? That means you avoid a deception or you escape. Here it looks like, this is strange, someone takes off her shoe. Oh, she's trying to kill a spider. See the spider? She's saving her shoe, right? Now this is a person who's trying to is facing a fear to remove the fear, okay? You had it in reverse, okay? But she's thinking, kill, 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 kill. Like, there's no way that spider is getting out of there alive. Like, I want it removed. I don't want to move to another room or whatever. You will sense a spider and either avoid the spider or not think of the spider. Like, you might be ignoring a fear or ignoring the source of a fear, whether it be a person or a situation, okay? But it will be like all consuming. It's like you will go no, 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 and either avoid it or pretend it's not happening. Okay, so it could be self-deception, and that's how it's like a mini escape. It's a band-aid escape, right? Because it's still there. It's not dead, right? Okay, we beat that to death. God, I've lost a person already. Page of Pentacles in the upright. Now the pages are earthy people, or people showing the earthy side of their, it could be an earth sign, but someone showing their earthy side, your age or younger. So it can mean children, okay? It could also mean, because she's sitting here at a lemonade stand, that someone is offering something, some kind of service, okay? So maybe it'll be an earth sign that eventually turns this card upright, this 3 of Wands. Okay? But this could be you too, because you're earthy, right? Now, sometimes pages are students, okay? Or this is just money news or news of an opportunity, okay? Ten of Wands, a burden worth carrying. Whatever it is that you want to do in October, whatever goal or milestone or result you're working for, you're willing to go through the steps to do it. Okay? That's the Ten of Wands. And on the sign it says, blessed, and I don't want to say this name because I don't know what it means. I have to look up the name. I don't want to, if you don't know what a name means in a cult, you shouldn't say it out loud until you know. Okay, so Samhain is a Gaelic festival celebrated from October 1st to November 1st, marking the end of the harvest. Okay, so it's like Halloween. How weird is that, right? And we're talking about October. How weird is that? So unlike Aries, who will be kind of unaffected by whatever is going on, you're working with the energy of whatever is going on to create opportunities, offer services, perhaps, okay? Or you might be offering money. But it's a burden worth taking. You know it's worth whatever steps to get the outcome that you want. And she looks like she's bringing, like, bottles of something, perhaps lemonade, to a festival, a group. So maybe it's not a lockdown, or maybe the lockdown or whatever is over by the end of October, and then you can go out. Why make things so much more difficult when they don't need to be? Anyway. A burden worth carrying. So maybe the simplest way is the right way. So let's clarify. So your central, basically, is Seven of Swords in reverse. So let's work on that. What does the Seven of Swords in reverse mean for Tauruses in October 2025, Sagittarian season? What is the Seven of Swords, the meaning of the Seven of Swords in reverse for Tauruses in October 2025, Sagittarian season? Now it's half Libra and half Sagittarian season, but I'm getting strong Sagittarian, so it'll be the latter part of October, okay? No, is it Sagittarius Scorpio? Sagittarius, Scorpio. So it's the first part. Sorry, I'm not an astrologer. So it's the first part of October. Okay. So by the end of October, whatever this thing that happens between now and October is resolved or completed or fading out in the first part of October. To clarify, the Seven of Swords in reverse, the fear or situation, fearful situation that you're wanting to avoid, right? You have the Five of Cups in reverse, which is amazing. This means you have optimism. There's no more regret. There's no more remorsefulness. There's no more emotional instability, you know, about a change, because 5 is conflicts or change. And you are optimistic. It turns in reverse. So it works out. I mean, I'm not pro avoidance of anything. I'd rather just hit it straight on, fix it right at the moment, that kind of thing. But in this way, it helps you. Okay? So I say, the cards say, do that. Ooh. And it brings you to a brand new emotional beginning and possible abundance. This is a high-level receiving card. You are open to receive a new beginning. It's amazing. So is this a person or a situation, right? And when I say situation, I mean not a person. You know, an abstract, right? Are you offering or are you receiving, you know? I don't know if, now bear with me, okay? This is a general reading, not a personal one. Either get one, if you want to know more, either get a personal reading from me or someone else that you trust, okay? It's quite possible, because of the combination of cards and the messages I'm getting and the theme, that it is possible that you may lose an income stream, okay? Which prompts you to start a business, okay? Where you're providing services, possibly from home, okay? I'm just saying. Or your child gives you the idea to do this. Or someone your age or younger. What is this Page of Pentacles in the upright mean for Taurus in October 2025? Sagittarian season. What is this? Page of Pentacles in the upright mean for Taurus in October 2025 or Sagittarian season? Boom. Oh, the Three of Wands in reverse turns upright. Boom. How great is that? So it could be that you create your own opportunity if you don't have one. Okay? It might require relocation, because this is a relocation card. Or maybe you're getting into real estate because this is my real estate card. And you're not alone. You're with someone, which is a really different interpretation of Three of Wands, because usually the person is alone. Okay? You're looking to the future, most definitely. Okay? And it looks like you have some... Now, if we get 3 threes, that's lies. Now, Magician, you're making something happen. Like I said, you are creating your own opportunity. You are manifesting like a mofo. Okay? Which is amazing. Now, I want to know what this 10 of Wands is, because 10s mark completion. 9s are endings. 10s are completions. I do feel like you reach a milestone and have a new beginning that's very fulfilling. So whatever events or whatever happens in between in the world between now and September, between now and the end of September, I should say, it puts you on a new path, okay? Or prompts you to create a new path, which looks like it's turning out to be really good. So you're, unlike Aries, who's unbothered by events, you know, or indirectly affected, you are directly affected, but it acts as a trigger or impetus to make your own way, okay? Because you rule the second house of money, this is not a surprise for Taurus, okay? That is a part of your destiny to work out in this lifetime. The experiencing the ups and downs in the second house issues and evolving beyond that to the third house, okay? What's this 10 of Wands in the upright mean for Tauruses in October 2025 or Sagittarius season? Okay, I'm getting tinglies. I heard don't cut. You have the Page of Swords in reverse. If this is a person, it's a person you can't trust. It's a person your age or younger who's kind of eccentric, walks or dances to the beat of their own drum, okay? See how you have your back to them? Now, 2 pages is a tarot cluster because you have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords is trouble between friends. So I don't know if the friend is the spider. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You are not charitable to this person and you're just kind of moving on. So there might be trouble between friends. Maybe they can't, some people can't be with you on your path when you change paths. So they're there as long as you need them. And we are the same for other people. Okay? That's why it's important to, it would be helpful if you want to learn about tarot is to watch the whole 12 sign, all signs, because I'm teaching different stuff about the cards throughout. But you don't have to. So going forward, as I read for each sign, I'm just going to tell people who are just joining us to DVR to the beginning as to why this is the theme. And then we're just going to, come back and join us, okay? Now we're moving on to Geminis. I heard squeaky wheel, even before shuffling. What's coming for Geminis in October 2025 or Sagittarian season? What's coming for Geminis in October 2025? Oh, we didn't do the ultimate outcome. Did we? We did not. So let's move back to Taurus. Sorry. I'm moving ahead of myself. What's the advice for Tauruses in October? What's the advice for Tauruses for October 2025, Sagittarius season? What's the advice for Tauruses in October 2025, Sagittarian season? One more. Ooh, tinglies. I see the cut. Again, this is Sexual Magics tarot, so I'm going to have to cover some stuff. Yeah, just like Aries, you got the 3 of Swords. Okay? Oop, let's do this. You have the 3 of Swords. In the upright. Remember I heard squeaky wheel, because maybe that's not for Gemini, maybe it's for you. I feel like 3 is a crowd. Remember, you had 2 pages, trouble between you saw how long I shuffled. So you may be dealing with an Aries because they had got the exact same combination. The Tower in reverse. You avoid a Tower by avoiding a situation which causes fear or anxiety. Okay? You might be dealing with an Aries, or an Aries might be your so-called partner in crime. Okay? Interesting. Geminis. Let's come for Geminis in October 2025 or Sagittarian season. What's coming for a Taurus? I have to wash again. Thinking about Taurus's reading. What's coming for Geminis in October 2025? Or Sagittarian season. What's coming for Geminis in October 2025 or Sagittarian season? So what I'm seeing now in my mind's eye is my spirit guide. And usually she's always at the kitchen cooking for some reason. For my son Luke. We're just cooking. She likes cooking. She said, yes, I do. But I see her standing at the sink and all of a sudden a window has appeared. There wasn't a window before her. She has a very meager, humble kind of abode up there because she's in heaven. But now there's like a window. I don't know when she's gotten the window there, and she's looking out into distance. So she's not doing it. She's looking out in the distance like she's deep in thought. Okay? Now, Jenny was a school teacher in North London when she was alive, okay, during the Industrial Revolution. During Victorian times. I don't know why it's important to say that. So I don't see her often looking into the distance. Like she's contemplating the future or thinking about what's happening in the world down here, okay? But it's enough to make her stop what she's doing. That's notable. She's saying, I'm trying to think about what to tell you. Because remember, she said she couldn't talk about it. So she's trying to way of inform me about it without breaking whatever. I don't know if they have rules up there or not. She said we do. She said we can't show you everything. Okay. I appreciate you. I love you. What's coming for Geminis in October 2025? Or Sagittarian season? Okay, I'm going to just force a cut. The moon in reverse. Secrets come out because maybe someone figures out how to tell you. And this is for Geminis, okay? Or you could be fighting addictions. But here, she's performing moon magic. This is the Cozy Witch Tarot deck that I just unboxed today. She's up on the roof and she's writing in a journal. It looks like she has like a spell jar in her lap. So she's writing down her intentions, okay? So it's almost like she's moonlighting. Sometimes this means like a moonlighting card in the upright. She's working like a second job. So someone very devoted to their intentions. And maybe the secret of your goals or plans are revealed in some way, or you reveal them. But this isn't a Gemini card, so it might be somebody else. It's just revealed by accident or revealed by somebody else, who maybe figures out a way to tell you that they know what you're doing, perhaps. And then you have the King of Cups. Now, the Moon card is a significator for both water signs and Aquarius for me, okay? I'm just saying. The King of Cups in the upright. Here you see a bird or a seagull, it's a seagull, come up to the window while someone is making tea. And always compose yourself before giving a response, okay? Secret is revealed, and you center yourself because it's important how you respond verbally, right? And seagulls may be a sign that it's about to happen, perhaps. This is in October or Sagittarian season. What a weird theme. And then you have the Page of Swords in reverse. Someone's watching you. This is a stalker card. Now, when I say stalker, I mean someone who is close to you that has the ability to watch you, or it's social stalking. Now, I will always reveal if it's dangerous stalking, which rarely happens, okay? But you're being watched, okay? Someone might be even going through your mail, okay? Or your emails, or your phone, or whatever, right? Curiosity is a type of magic, it says. But it's in reverse. It's definitely something that you're trying to keep close to you, or should, or this is your energy. Okay? We'll have to clarify whether it's you or not. And then the fourth and final card is Temperance. Patience. Pump the brakes. Okay? Wait for things to pan out. Here she's enjoying her tea. Okay, this is Sagittarian energy, right? If you know something and want to reveal it, this is telling you to wait till Sagittarian season, 2025. Or a Sagittarius could be saying, I know something about you and this is what it is, and you have to compose yourself before you answer. Only let people know what you want them to know, is the advice there, okay? But the Temperance card says, let go of self-imposed limitations. But see how composed she is? So that might be the advice too. Okay? Patience. Reveal only what you have to. If someone finds you out, you can just deny it. Denounce them as a liar, a crazy person, you know. You can make language work for you, okay? Okay, let's clarify. I want to know what the secret is. I heard Jenny say you shouldn't know. Like me. So she's thought about it. Yeah, she's turned away from the window. She's decided I shouldn't know. So there's a purpose in that. So what does this moon card in reverse mean for Geminis? I almost said in love and romance. For Geminis in October 2025, or Sagittarian season. Boom. Ace of Spades. It's about a new beginning, a chapter of action or passion, right? Perhaps you're getting into mood magic. I don't know. Okay? But it's not night drinking or anything like that. Or drugs. Or insomnia. There's something you're doing at night, perhaps moonlighting, that will be revealed. Okay? Now remember when I was shuffling initially and I told you I was about to cut, but I said quit? Okay, I don't know if you're moonlighting in order to quit a job and somebody says, I know what you're doing. Yeah, you'll be victorious, whatever it is. You're victorious on a new beginning. And you may have to defend it because 6 of Wands and 1 wand is 7 of Wands. Okay? Okay, so what is this King of Cups? So it might be a water sign or Sagittarius water combination that comes to you. Okay. They may fly in. They might be from Washington, I want to say, Washington State. What's this King of Cups in the upright mean? If it's not an abstract situation and this is a person, they're a watery or emotional person who is not afraid of saying what they mean. They might like tea. Or drink tea. Like the drink, not gossip. I'm going to find out what a seagull symbolizes. Symbolism, meaning of seagull. Freedom. Seagulls represent keeping things simple without all the distractions of modern technology. Seagulls are often considered a symbol of intuition because they so often see signs of fish before sailors and others notice them. Insight. Seagulls are also considered insightful and were sometimes considered bad luck if they flew away quickly from sailors following them. Oh, interesting. So this seagull comes in. Someone sees something, or you see something that you're supposed to keep secret, but then you don't. Okay? What's this King of Cups in the upright mean for Geminis in October 2025? For Sagittarian season. I'm going to force a cut. It's the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. You might get an offer to fish or cut bait, make a decision. It might come from a Temperance or Sagittarius, a Temperance situation. And 8 of Cups. Remember I heard the word quit, or I accidentally said the word quit? Someone may find out that you're moonlighting or working so hard on a personal passion at night that someone either threatens to reveal a secret, like, okay, you need to decide what you want to do. Walk away or stay here and focus on, it might be work related because this is 8th house. Now 8s are tied to the Strength card or Justice, depending on what deck you're referencing. Pages, if they had a number, are tied to the Justice card. Knights are tied to the Hanged Man. Kings are tied to Temperance. 6s are tied to the Lover's card. Aces are tied to the Magician. Okay? So someone's contemplating whether they're going to stay or they're going to go. And someone discovers a secret. Either you discover the secret or somebody else discovers the secret because they've been watching you. And it's almost like a blackmail thing, but it doesn't feel... It's like, hey, you got to either decide you're in or you're out. Okay? I don't know how... it seems like you're doing something on your own time, so I don't know who the fuck this person thinks they are. I'm running out of battery. Fuck. Hold on. If it's somebody at work, like for instance, I don't tell people work I do this. Some people wouldn't understand. But it's a part of me. So if somebody found out and tried to threaten me with it, like, hey, you're going to have to quit tarot readings on YouTube if you want to stay here, I'd go, okay, toodles, because it's a part of me. It's my thing that I do on my own time. And I've done it for 35 years. It's a part of me. I'm like, okay, bye. Nice knowing you. Same if like you met someone and they were freaked out by tarot. Oh, you're going to have to start doing it if you want to be with me. I'd go, okay, don't let the door hit you on the way out. It's like that. So you may decide to fish or cut bait by leaving. So you have a decision to make that it looks like you'll be victorious in. At first you'll defend it because ace plus a 6 makes 7. But you're your own person. Anyway, I have to make sure that I can actually have the power to do the rest of the reading. Hold on. Thanks so much. Sorry, guys. Okay. I don't know why this isn't longer. That's okay. We'll work it out. Okay. Hold on. I have to do some adjustments. So I'm trying to make it so that this isn't weighted down. There we go. Boom. We're at 14% now. There we go. We're all situated. All right. I think you leave. So let's clarify this. This is the stalker card. So this is someone other than you. I feel like somebody comes to you and says this stuff. So let's clarify that. Sorry for all that staging I just did. I wasn't expecting to run out of juice in the third sign. What's this Page of Swords in reverse mean for Geminis in the month of October 2025? So it looks like you're not really affected by whatever is happening in between in the world or nationally. So you're good. So maybe it's only, I don't know. I don't want to guess, and Jenny won't or can't tell me. What does this Page of Sword in reverse mean for Geminis in the month of October 2025? Boom. The Four of Wands in reverse. A stalker causes instability or causes you... It's a relocation card. Okay, here it is in the upright. It could be a lover, says, hey, I don't want you practicing moon magic at night or whatever it is. Or doing what you do for a living, right? Doing what you do for a living. Okay, and they may threaten to break off. Again, toodles. And here are the Seven of Cups. You have choices to make. But you, thank God you have choices to make. You're trying to plan out the rest of your life as a result of someone discovering what you're doing or knowing what you're doing and demanding that you stop. Okay, let's get the advice. What's the advice for Geminis in the month of October 2025? What is the advice for Geminis in the month of October 2025 or Sagittarian season? What is the advice for Geminis in the month of October 2025 or Sagittarian season? I just got a lot of anxiety. So it may not be an easy choice. You might have no choice, but you're frustrated that you have to make it. But the advice is to look at the bright side. Sorry, I have to make sure I don't. You have to look at the bright side. Your life is good, either way. Or you look to a Leo. And then the Four of Swords in reverse. So, again, He's trying to tempt her into doing something that she doesn't want to do. Something that you would get on your knees for. Or, you know, they're playing kind of an S&M thing where he's opening her mouth. At any rate, this is healing or taking a break. This is coming out of a time of rest. Don't be afraid to change your life if it helps you with your path and your desires. Okay? There is a union of some kind, or maybe you find another union, I don't know. But this is the Two of Cups, right? It's a lot of cards. And then a secret is revealed with the High Priestess in reverse. If someone tries to expose your secret, like I tell people you do tarot, fuck you, go ahead. It's who I am. You don't like it? In other words, you like kind of hard to tire me when I do a hobby on my own time. Go ahead. See what happens. Okay. That's interesting. I have to get a file. Kind of chipped a nail when I did all that staging. Hold on. So I used to go to a spa every 2 weeks on Saturdays. And the last time I went, a couple months ago, I don't do it anymore, but because I'm saving money for something important. But they put a type of nail polish on my fingernails because I had really healthy fingernails. I mean, they're still getting there. They're healing. I don't know if they used a gel on my nails or something, because when I took them off, like took off the nail polish. Hi, baby, smell. Baby, smell. Oh, you think it's an earthquake, babe? Interesting. It's nice to know that you're on here. I love you. My best friend, I think, is watching. So some people will be affected, but it might be something like a big earthquake that, I mean, say, for example, smell, baby, that, like New Madrid vault kind of thing, or Yellowstone or something, or subduction earthquake off the coast of Washington, Oregon, right? California. Okay, a lot of people are affected, but not everybody. But it'll affect everybody because it might interrupt, you know, shipping and commerce and all that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to read. Thank you for bearing with me while I filed that one nail down. Hi, Monkey, are you okay? You my baby? You my baby? I love you. You my little baby. You want to come up? Come. Come. I got this new chair so you can sit with me, baby. Little monkey. Now I'm going to read for Cancers. So my best friend is a reader too, so maybe she's doing readings but not watching this one. Because I did tell her, I'm like, hey, I'm about to do a reading online. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I'll look at her message later, because if I try to look at her message now via WhatsApp, I'm going to lose this live. So what's coming for Cancers in October 2025? What's coming for Cancers in October 2025? What's coming for Cancers in October 2025 or Sagittarian season? What's coming up for Cancer signs in October 2025, Sagittarian season. I want to say it's close to the surface. You might be, so even though I shuffled multiple times, more than, I mean, the deck is thoroughly shuffled because I shuffled more than 8 times. But you have the same beginning card and the same orientation as Gemini. Now, I've like washed the cards between each pull, okay? So you might be, hi monkey, the baby. My monkey cat is looking especially adorable right now. Might be dealing with a Gemini or working with a Gemini. It's in reverse. Lost opportunity or loss of income stream, or you're about to get one. How weird is that? So you may be the King of Cups in Gemini's reading. We do have a different third card. It's the Three of Swords. Now, if we get 3 threes, that's lies. But Three of Swords in this deck, this person is exiting the library. The book itself has 3 of Swords, and then there's 2 seagulls, okay? Like waiting outside. It says, it's okay to cry. So you might read something that, you know, like you could be reading like a romance novel or, you know, Tuesdays with Morrie or something, right? Something that makes you feel empathetic, you know? I feel like it's external to you. And then you have the Hermit card in reverse. On her sweater, her hoodie says Solitary Witch. And there's books scattered at her feet. And she's in like a makeshift, I don't know what you call it, tent or something. And she's holding a pendulum. And it says, there are some things that must be done on your own. But it's in reverse, so you have the answer. Maybe you find the answer to something that makes you kind of like, oh, really? Okay. You have a lot of 3 kind of energy. You have 3, 3, 9. Okay, which 4 threes are creative time, creative projects, and tenacity. Okay, so let's clarify. Let's clarify the 3 of Swords. You get the answer on something. And it's possibly you're the one giving the answer because you're the King of Cups, right? Maybe on someone's, whoever had the 3 of Wands in reverse. It might have been Taurus, actually. Anyway, I don't remember. What is this 3 of Swords in the upright mean for Cancer signs in the month of October 2025 or Sagittarian season? What is this 3 of Swords in the upright mean for Cancer signs in the month of October 2025 or Sagittarian season? Hi, baby, little monkey. What does this 3 of Swords in the upright mean for Cancer signs in the month of October, Sagittarian season? Meow, 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 meow. What, baby? Meow, meow. 3 of Swords in the upright is clarified by the 4 of Cups in reverse. Now, this is a fear of being alone, but then maybe that's why you're coming out of a time of isolation, or you're coming out of a time of boredom and stagnation. Here it is in the upright. Now, 4 in the upright is emotional stability. You have the strength or the authority, because it's related to the Emperor card. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. What, baby? Kim, Kim, Kim. He wants to play. To make emotional decisions. Okay? You're empathetic, but you're stable emotionally. I heard you wish you could do more. I don't know if this has to do with work, but here you might be apprenticing. Maybe you do change jobs, perhaps. I'm not telling you to. I'm not telling you that's going to happen between now and October. But you come out of a time of isolation. You're emotionally stable. You are receiving messages and you feel calm to me. Okay? So then maybe this isn't a lost opportunity. We'll clarify that. Monkey. Meow. Okay, but you're apprenticing or learning something new. Possibly at the library. I don't know. And then you have the wheel in reverse. I think you find out something about a chosen path that you're like, oh, maybe I should learn something new, perhaps. Okay? So let's clarify. What does this mean? The Three of Wands in reverse. I hate it when he has the zoomies. Okay. What is this Three of Wands in reverse mean for Cancer signs in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season. What is this Three of Wands in reverse mean for Cancer signs in October 2025 or Sagittarian season? What does this Three of Wands in reverse mean for Cancer signs in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season. One more. Two of Swords in reverse. You have a hard decision to make. That's why you go from the Two of Swords to Three of Swords. You're like, oh. So, for example, I went to college to be a forensic anthropologist, and I worked at the museum. And once, like in the third year of working at the museum, I had a realization about about anthropology and archaeology, how cutthroat it is. Like, surprisingly cutthroat. Like, dynasty level, okay? People stabbing each other in the back to be published, that kind of thing, right? And I was like, oh, so you might be disappointed or prompted to, because of disappointment in what you thought was your desire, and you're like, yeah, that's like a deal breaker for me. And you apprentice and you resolve to learn something new, to choose a new path, right? I mean, I'm not adverse to taking revenge if I think that person deserves it. But I don't always, you know. But it's not a regular modus. It's like an extreme, like the last resort. Like, oh, yeah, that's unacceptable. I'm going to get that person back. Like if they take money from me or something, right? Like I went after a hacker once. Like I tracked him down. I don't know how I did that. But I'm quite savvy in that regard. And I threatened him. So, and I also did something. But it's not my normal thing to live my life that way. So to be a part of a, archaeology or anthropology or the museum circuit and have to be that way all the time was unacceptable to me. I can't live my life like that. So I think it's like kind of like the same thing. Like, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be like this. You're like, nope. I mean, that's the overall vibe I'm getting. Okay. I feel like washing these again. What is the ultimate outcome for Cancer signs in the month of October 2025, Sagittarius season? What is the ultimate outcome for Cancer signs in the month of October 2025, Sagittarius season? getting a message, but it seems like two on top of each other, so I can't just... The word behave was in there, and behest. What was the message, Jenny? I heard she said to behave as a leader. So you need to, if you make a big change in life, I wouldn't tell people about it. So see how in the Three of Wands, you had in reverse, but in Three of Wands, she's like applying for a job almost. You decide not to go down that road because of something you learn that's disappointing. And you have a decision to make. But it's a hard one to make because the Two of Swords is in reverse. What's the ultimate outcome for Cancer signs in October 2025? Sagittarius season. You might be overwhelmed or feel initially overwhelmed by all the changes you have to make in your goals and mindset in order to make this change in your mindset. Here is the Six of Wands in reverse. Here he's kind of feeling her up, right? And she's like, no, stop. He's trying to turn her over. Okay? The Six of Wands is in reverse. The ultimate outcome is you're going to have a period of stagnation. And Three of Pentacles is in reverse. Do you have three threes? You do have three threes. You might feel you were deceived by an industry or by a company and you don't want to do it anymore. Very similar to what happened to me. You know, like, oh, I didn't know it was like this. Nobody told me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have invested 3 years in this. It's like that. And then the other shoe drops. Because you have that Nine of Wands in reverse. Do you have 2 nines? You have 2 nines, which means documents. Usually relating to business matters. Okay? You might be contractually obligated to fulfill a business obligation or duty or contract before you can make this movement into it feels like a new path. I'm not telling you to change your path. I'm just saying, yeah, it's corporate. It has to do with a Hierophant. Corporate, institutions, school, religion, right? Okay, that's what it is. So don't be in a rush to make the change because there's plans you have to make. Decisions you have to make, plans you have to make, stuff you got to learn. Okay? So that's the ultimate outcome. Don't make any hasty decisions, okay? Because you don't have all the information. Okay, now we're going to read for Leos. I'm going to put them back with 2 cards popped out. Again, the King of Cups in the upright. Which would make sense if we have a big transit through a water sign. And then the Hermit in reverse. Answers. I'm going to put them back. Let's see if they come out again. I'm going to go ahead and wash the cards again, Leo. If you're wondering why I'm reading for October 2026, if you're just joining us, please DVR to the beginning of the reading for the explanation and then rejoin us. Something's happening, some event or series of events are happening between now and October. And so that's why I'm reading for October. I'm sure. What's coming for Leos in October 2025? Sagittarian season. What's coming for Leos in October 2025? Sagittarian season. What's coming for Leos in October 2025? Sagittarian season. coming for Leos in October 2025, Sagittarian season? I heard Huckabees. So there is a film called The Huckabees. So you may want to, I don't remember. I mean, it's been years since I've watched that. I Heart Huckabees is what it's called. And I forget what it's... All I know is that during the filming, it was really tumultuous. Like, it was a hard shoot for everybody. A married couple helps people find the meaning of life in this surreal and absurd film by David O. Russell, starring Jason Schwartzman, Jude Law, Naomi Watts, Mark Wahlberg, Dustin Hoffman, and I think Lily Tomlin's in it too. I believe she was the source of all that problems. So that might be a clue. She seems very scorpionic to me. I have no idea what sign she is. Astrological sign. Virgo. She's a Virgo. Wow. September. Oh no. What is her birthday? She's a September 1st Virgo. So, yeah, interesting. Okay. I would never have guessed that in 1,000 years. Okay. Scorpio must be her rising, then. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, research it on AstroCharts. Let me know. It'd be interesting to know during the reading. Remember, I heard I Heart Huckabees. What's coming for Leos? The month of October 2025. Hi, baby. Sagittarian season. I'm going to force a cut. Boom. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now it's a girl, you have it in reverse, but it's a girl sitting on the steps and she has 10 cats around her. Having it all looks different to everyone, right? Maybe that I Heart Huckabees about helping married couples work through their issues, right? Here, you know, it makes me think money brings its own problems, right? Rich, poor, it's just different problems, or they just look different, or they're handled differently. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, but Ten of Pentacles traditionally also could mean a loss of money or probate, where you're fighting for an inheritance, or it means a big expense of money. Maybe you're buying a house. I don't know. This is for Leos. Page of Swords. You might be curious and learning something new. Because, you know, the Page of Swords is a student card, okay? Curiosity is a type of magic, right? Reading books and learning something new can take you to entirely new places, you know? You can be inspired by one line that you read that will help, you know, change your life and help change the way you live your life even, right? Then you have another page, Page of Wands. Here, someone is in a bedroom. It looks like she's performing rose magic or candle magic where she's levitating 10 roses around her. And just because you are passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. It takes practice, right? Now, the Page of Wands is sometimes an invitation card or a good news card when it's in the upright, right? I don't know why it's important that I'm being drawn to this place outside, and it looks like Europe to me. Okay, that's what I'm being drawn to. You might go someplace that sparks your imagination, that puts you on a new path or prompts you to learn something new. Now, 2 pages as a tarot cluster mean trouble between friends. Okay, so I don't know if you're able to travel, and so it causes problems between 2 friends. Money creates its own problems, right? But this is a large expense of money, it looks like. We'll have to clarify. But there's trouble between friends. You're learning something new. It takes practice. You're invited to do it somehow by perhaps the universe, right? God, I've lost 2 people. Okay. Judgment is in reverse. All the signs say you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and it's in reverse. So you are put in a new path. As a result of what happens in the world or nationally, you are affected by what, unlike Aries and a couple other signs, you are directly affected, Leo, by whatever happens, and it may put you on a new path. Now, I chose to watch the Leo June reading last night because I did a reading for a Leo, okay? And I'm like, oh, this kind of seems like the June reading. And I very rarely remember my readings. And I watched it last night. Sorry, hold on. And I watched it last night, and it was very close. So Leo's going to be directly affected. Sorry, I felt like I was bit by something. I'm killing it. Whatever it is. I can't take off my top right now. Okay. So you are directly affected by whatever is happening or happened. I feel like it's going to be coming out of it or fading, or the impact of it is fading by October. But that's a lot of months to be affected. Okay? So it's not something small. But judgment is in reverse. If you had a fight with someone because of a new path that you're taking, because maybe they can't be on your journey anymore, right? It feels like relocation might be involved, okay? In some decks, the Page of Wands becomes like a relocation card, like in the After Tarot, okay? But you're not giving a second chance to it. Whatever calling that you had before, I mean, like, you might be doing something completely different or something you weren't expecting to do. Like in Leo's reading, you could be possibly, not telling you to, just saying if you wanted to start a new business because you're tired of making money for other people, then you have energies in June and apparently in October to do that. Okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, let's clarify. So I want to know what this is. Is this probate? Is this an expense of money to buy a house? Is this, just an expense of money, right? Or is it a loss of money? Okay. Remember I heard money has its own problems. Fuck. What is going on here? Whatever's back there, I want it to die. Okay. What is this 10 of Pentacles in reverse mean? Now, this could simply also mean that you're starting one cycle of money, or how you make money ends, and you're starting a new one. The 10s lead naturally to the Ace of Pentacles, right? Now, you have 2 10s. As a tarot cluster, is this a 10 too? No, this is a page. Sorry. So, I feel like you're starting even a new way of making money. Now, 10 plus a page, the number of a page, monkey, the number of a page is number 11, so that's 21. That brings you to the world. There is, because the number of the world card is 21, so you may be starting a new action cycle and a new money cycle, period, right? Monkey, ning, ning. Did you want to go outside? Is that it? Oh, are you stalking me? What's this 10 of Pentacles in reverse mean for Leos? Hi, baby. It's a baby. This is does Ten of Pentacles in reverse mean for Leos in October 2025? What's this? Ten of Pentacles in reverse mean for Leos. In the month of October 2025. Sagittarian season. I'm going to force a cut. You might be dealing with a Virgo who's very stubborn, because we are. The competition is over, or the conflict is over, and you make it happen. Nine of Coins in reverse. It's unstable. This change will like, you might second guess yourself. This is a fear. Now you go from a 10 to a 9 in Pentacles, right? So there is at least a small, one Pentacle's worth. You have to spend money to make a change. It's basically it. And it makes you feel uncomfortable, right? Anyway. Wow. Now I want to see what this Judgment card is in reverse. What's this Judgment card in reverse mean for Leos in the month of October 2025? What is this Judgment card in reverse mean for Leos in the month of October 2025? You have 3 tens. No, you have 2 tens, which is new job. Excuse me. 2 tens, possibility of new job or lucky break. It's in reverse. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. It's a burden to make this change or respond to change. To go on this new path, to go away from your original calling to a new one. Okay? You're in definite transition during October. And in response to the events between now and September. If we keep in mind the theme of the reading. We can never forget the theme of the reading nor the question you're asking. So many times I'll have people, like new people, like they'll ask me a question and I'll upload that question by saying it over out loud during a reading, right? Say if it's like a one-on-one. Monkey. And then I'll do the reading and it's not what they're expecting or wanting to hear. And they'll go, but what if, like something completely different from the question. I'm going, yeah, but that wasn't the question you were asking. Why are you acting like the result of this reading is an answer to a different question? That doesn't make any sense. This is the answer to your question according to the cards, okay? So we have to keep in mind the question that we asked. What is coming up for Leos in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season, right? It's a burden, this monkey. This change. He wants to play, but he's zooming, which annoys me. There's a change. It seems in the way that you make money or you get money, or you could even cash out and start traveling because you're retired or something. You know your life, okay? You have an opportunity to learn something new and to make a new life, and you're just going for it. It looks like according to the cards, okay? And some people are just not going to like it. You have a different calling. You had one plan, and then because of events between now and October, your plans change according to the cards. And that's going to happen to all Leos, not just one of you. Okay? All right. So let's get the advice. They've lost half the people. Or they've seen their sign and they've bagged. So. was the advice for Leos in the month of October 2025? Was the advice for Leos in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? The World in reverse. Remember, you have world energy here, okay? You may not want to go around the world with somebody. It looks like you have at least one relationship that goes bye-bye, okay? But so your cycle will not change until at least October. October to November, you're going to have a cycle change, it looks like. The advice is to roll with it. The next card you have is the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Luckily, there's no nudity in this one. Five of Pentacles is you may lose faith in someone or something. There may be a small loss of money, but I don't know if you think it's worth it or not. But you have two fives. There is conflict and change that prompts you to make this change. It looks like, according to the cards. Okay? As a result of some kind of event that affects the rest of the world somehow. Whether it's like a domino effect or whatever. Okay. Now we're going to read for Virgos. Boom. I hope it's a good one. Sorry, I thought I smelled like something electrical. What's coming for Virgos in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? What is coming up for Virgos in October 2025, Sagittarian season? What's coming for Virgos in October 2025, Sagittarian season? Jenny just turned to look at me. She said, "You're doing good." Thank you, Jenny. So she seems to agree with the readings that I'm interpreting today. Oh, I don't know if you're like partnering with a Leo or you have trouble with a Leo. Here's the same card they had after shuffling more than 8 times. Okay? You have the same card in the same orientation. Okay? So this isn't a mistake. You have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Just like Leo did, in the same position and in the same orientation. And then here's you in reverse, your significator. Here this card is in the upright for you to look at, the Solitary Witch. It says, there are some things that must be done on your own. This is telling you that you'll be partnering with someone, possibly a Leo, and it might cost money. Okay? And then you have a new card we haven't seen before, the Chariot, moving forward. Now, in the Rider-Waite, the upright Chariot is a halt. In reverse, it's a moving forward. In this deck, it's moving forward in the upright, which you have it, Virgos. You'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. Like Nike, just do it. Shut up and do it, right? Cancerian energy, you're looking for stability, okay? You might be working with a Leo or a Cancer or someone who has that combination. But the only significators here are Virgo and Cancer. And then the last card you have is Eight of Wands, which to me is a resumes card or a work card because it's 8th house. It's also fast communications, receiving communications back and forth. And here you see like a coven kind of like walking around in a circle in front of a house at midnight, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. So you're taking action in October to make something happen. You're partnering with someone. And the whole purpose is to move forward. It might cost money, okay? But you are changing. I smelled it again. Hold on. It came and went. The 8s are related to the Strength card, Leo. The Chariot card is related to the 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, right? Choices, decisions, perhaps some seekiness while you do it. I heard trade secrets, okay? But let's find out what the 10 of Pentacles means. Is this a loss of money? Is this a new cycle of money that you're about to go on, okay? Or change? Now the 10s are related to the Wheel, and the Hermit card is related to the 9s, the 9 of Cups. That's in reverse. So 9 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse, the other shoe drops. The 9 of Swords, which is Dark Night of the Soul, or making them in the reverse. 9 of Swords in reverse is making them, needless worry is discovered. And then, what's the other one? 9 of Pentacles, which is, there's a fear that there'll be a loss, okay? What is this 10 of Pentacles in reverse mean for Virgos in the month of October 2025? What's this 10 of Pentacles in reverse mean for Virgos in October 2025, Sagittarian season? As an aside, you may have digestive issues in October. Now, this might just symbolize October because it's number 10 card, right? Clarified by the this is the 4. Oh, this is the Emperor card in reverse. This is so the 10 of Pentacles results from a ruthless supervisor, father figure, could be male or female because it is in reverse, right? There might be a loss of money due to someone who has authority over you. But it might invite you to do something else. Or, conversely, it could be a former supervisor. But the word on this is power, right? In reverse. But here you have the Knight of Wands. Was it in reverse? No, it's in the upright. Knight of Wands in the upright. You might go to war with someone who is a supervisor because of a loss of money. But then you have the Triumph card, which is the World card. It brings you to a brand new cycle. So it's a triumph, a blessing in disguise. A loss leads to a blessing in disguise because of a father or mother figure or supervisor. I think it's stitching on this. It's a new top to me, so I'm just not... I find the stitching itchy. So what is this 8 of Wands? So sometimes the 8 of Wands, it's in the upright, so it's not a layoff or firing, okay? Someone may prompt you, someone may be like too much for you and you're just like, nope, okay? But sometimes this is the sending out resumes card, right? So let's see if it actually means that. What's this 8 of Wands in the upright mean for Virgos in October 2025? What does this 8 of Wands in the upright mean for Virgos in the month of October 2025? Monkey. Wow. Now, Don't eat that. Where are you finding this stuff? I cleaned my floor. Jeez. That was underneath the baseboard heater. No, you don't eat that. You eat everything. And you to like do surgery to take stuff out of his stomach, a cat's stomach, it's like $6,000. What's this? 8 of Wands in the upright mean? For Virgos in the month of October 2025. I'm going to force a cut. Okay, it's 2 cards. This card and this card. So clarifying, what does this mean? Does this just mean communications? Does it mean online dating? Does it mean sending out resumes, right? Here you have the 6 of Coins, which is the charity card. But here it almost looks like somebody is making an offering to someone like a guru or something. And then you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Someone's not your friend, okay? They could be a fire sign. Someone may refer you to a business or an opportunity and it's like not what you think. Or it's working under someone that you won't. It's almost like they're trying to fill a hole and you're like the person to do it. I don't know. There's like, I feel an energy of someone trying to take something off their plate and put it on yours and they don't care how it affects you. Basically. Okay? But you have this answer because you have the... I might have to change my top because my top is making me crazy with stitching. It's like right in the middle of my back. But you have the answer. You come out of a time of solitude. You're not in your best energy because you're not in the upright. So you might exhibit or behave in a way that is the shadow side of Virgo, which is stubborn. I mean, we're very, we're nice until we're not. We're accommodating until we're not. If we feel like someone's trying to put something over on us, we just may go, okay, toodles. Because that's a relocation card. That's a short-term travel. That's a international travel card, right? I do see evergreens in the background, okay? Oh, by the way, I drink coffee normally out of a cup that, this is my great-great-uncle, and he was twice the Prime Minister of Sweden. Until he was forced out like Trudeau for being ultra-liberal of all reasons. Okay. So if someone's not acting in your best interest, they may pretend like, hey, I'm giving you like this, and they're great, or this is a really good opportunity. You'll really like this, whatever I'm trying to give you. And I'm doing it because you're the best, or whatever. Yeah. Nope. There's an agenda, or they just want to get it off their plate. Now, do you have 2 8s? You do not yet. Okay. Anyway, something brings you to the end of a cycle. You're about to make a big change in October. It looks like, according to the cards. I'm not telling you to do that. So what's this Chariot card mean, right? Hold on. It's making me crazy. I might even throw this new outfit out. Okay. I'm glad I wasn't wearing that for the first time, like for a client meeting or anything like that. Okay, much better. Let me give one last scratch. God, that was driving me crazy. Okay, so what does this mean? Right? Guys, it's so quiet. What's this Chariot card in the upright mean? For Virgo in the month of October 2025. What's this Chariot card in the upright mean? For Virgos in the month of October 2025. Sagittarian season. I'm like itchy all over now. This is the Chariot card. Desire. The Chariot card is clarified by the Chariot card. Right? And Hierophant. Tradition. Interesting. I mean, these are marriage cards. You might, I mean, if you're sending out resumes or there's a change that makes you prompts you to send out. I mean, this is a relocation card. You have two other relocation cards. Hierophant is a relocation card. You might be relocating. I'm just saying. It could be a different department. It could be that you're moving. It could be that you're moving states, cities, countries, whatever, right? But it's because you want routine. You want something that's predictable, that complies, I want to say. Chariot card, Chariot card. You want something more stable and predictable. But you might also get married, too, because the Hierophant is a marriage card. You might use marriage to get out of something. That shirt made me so itchy, I'm going to throw it away. Okay, so let's get the ultimate outcome. But remember, you have the answer. So part of the advice is not just second guess your answer. Okay? Now, two tarot clusters of sevens mean mutual respect. And two nines mean documents. Could mean travel documents, could be a lease, could be an employment agreement. What's the ultimate outcome for Virgos in October 2025? Sagittarian season. What is the ultimate outcome for Virgos in October 2025? Two eights is a tarot cluster, means surprise developments. So the ultimate outcome is that you become an expert. You're no longer apprenticing. You have enough knowledge to make a change at work, especially. Okay, this is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is the ultimate outcome. Now, Ten of Swords is in reverse. Here, this person is watching two people, or porn, and is beginning to pleasure herself. It's in reverse, okay? You know, 2 10s in Sagittarius cluster mean new job or lucky break. I think you might be changing. Wow, you have 3 8s, which is news of a wedding or engagement or marriage. Okay. Was this in reverse? But you have 3 8s in Sagittarius cluster. Now, the 8 of Wands in reverse turns into the 8 of Wands in the upright turns into 8 of Wands in reverse. I think you get a lucky break and you stop looking for a job. 6 of Wands. You have 3 6s. Of an outcome. So 6 of Wands in reverse is defeat. So this, you may feel defeated and feel you have to be forced to make a big change in how you earn your income. It looks like you're changing jobs or departments or whatever. There's an Emperor in reverse. And to Virgos, this is unacceptable. Okay? It's marketed to you as an opportunity, but it turns out to be not. It makes you look for other options, right? You might even get married to escape this and go, okay, I'm leaving because I'm getting married or something, right? Which is actually a valid excuse. I mean, if you're a woman, because then you have to, stay home and take care of your husband. So you want something predictable. You don't want, when an Emperor is in reverse, they're very unpredictable. You can't make them happy. Nothing you do is right. That kind of thing, right? So you're going to have to think it out. Don't just look for a quick escape, okay? The reason why we get readings is to head things off at the pass, okay? So if you're offered a way that you think it's to get out from underneath somebody, or this Emperor in reverse offers you something that's supposed to look, you would be perfect for this, don't believe it. But don't escape it. But you don't like being with them either, so you think it's like a good switch off or trade off, right? A answer to your problems. But your intuition will alert you to the fact that you're getting the raw deal somehow, okay? And people think low enough of you. This Emperor in reverse thinks low enough of you, whether they reveal that or not, that, it feels like something that you're overqualified for. Like there's other people who could do that, but they choose you because, personally, they don't like you or something. I don't know. It feels icky to me. It feels deceptive to me. So you have a choice to make in October. Now, the reason why you get tarot readings is to head things off at the pass, embrace opportunities, and to avoid pitfalls. This seems like a pitfall that's being set up as a pitfall. It's something that may fail anyway, and they're just going to give it to you because they don't like you. And if they have a reason of getting rid of you, they will. And they'll use this as an excuse. It feels icky. Now, Virgos, the Pluto in Capricorn was in their 10th house. So we had a lot of employment-related challenges during the next 19 years. So it takes a while for Jupiter, a far outlying planet, or Pluto, far outlying planet, to have those effects of it moving in another sign get to you. Okay? Their transit is long. So yes, we're coming out of 19 and you've seen an improvement, but you're still moving out of that period into Pisces, okay? Or Aquarius, sorry. Aquarius. So, but on the other hand, Jupiter is moving into Pisces and Aries, back and forth. It's moving in and out of that sign in the next 2.5 years. But in the summer, like right now, Jupiter is in the Virgo's house of gains. Okay, so any time to make a big move would be now before October. Before this shit happens, you know? This uncomfortable situation. Okay, now we're going to read for Libras. What is coming for Libras in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season. What is coming for Libras in October 2025? Sagittarian season. What's coming for Libras in October 2025 in Sagittarian season? I wonder if Tammy Warner is still on here. I haven't seen her in so long. I don't know why she came to mind. Maybe this message is for Tammy? Whether it's her sign or not. I mean, it's for everybody, but Tammy's being included, in other words. Queen of Swords in the upright. This could be your energy. Okay, this is the logical, practical queen, right? I can't see what this says. Book club. So this says, don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Tell people what you think, what your opinions are. Okay? She has a frog on her lap. I don't know what frogs mean. Symbolism, meaning of frogs. Transformation, renewal, fertility, intuition, personal growth, emotional cleansing, abundance, good luck, vitality, higher consciousness. Brings us to a deeper connection with our feelings. Okay. So it says book club, right? Let your opinions be known, right? Through knowledge. Use your knowledge to let your opinions be known. Just don't to go by your feelings, right? Ace of Cup, you have a brand new emotional beginning. Possibly tied to a fellow earth sign. Fellow air sign. Or this could symbolize an accountant or a lawyer as well. Someone who deals with numbers or laws. What do you feel in your heart? That's potential, dear. So what do you push to do? But you have a new beginning in that regard, right? Sorry. Then you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. You may be standing up for your rights, possibly due to your opinions, based on actual knowledge and facts. Witches should hold other witches accountable. Now here in reverse, but here it is. This one witch is being surrounded. Now usually, when this is defending yourself in the upright, you're defending your beliefs. There's a difference between defending your beliefs and standing up for your beliefs. Defending your beliefs comes from a space of, well, maybe I'm not right, but it's what I feel, right? And so you have to defend against a group. Here you're standing up. You know you're right. In other words, Libra. And here you have the Nine of Wands in the upright. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop or the answer to come. You know that answers are coming or information is coming. You're just waiting for that. And in the meantime, you might be setting up boundaries. It would take a hell of a lot more to defeat you, is the card on here. So you have more power to stand up for yourself. So people who stand up for themselves or others is an activist, okay? So you are anchored in your beliefs, okay? You know you're right because of experience and or knowledge. And you may offer this emotionally to other people and they may reject this idea. You're like, no. And you're like, F you, I know I'm right, so you go do you and I'm going to do me, basically. Put up a boundary. Okay? I don't know why I'm fucking itchy all of a sudden. It's from that stupid shirt. It's a pretty shirt and I spent money on it, so it's like really disappointing. Anyway, let's clarify. I feel like I have to go take a shower now. So what does this Nine of Wands in the upright mean for Libras? What's this Nine of Wands in the upright mean for Libras in the month of October 2025? So it feels like you're only, I don't feel like you're directly affected, but you're, by whatever events happen between now and October. But you have certain feelings and knowledge that you wish to share, and people, and you're like, okay, well, whatever. See, here's is like a 7. And here, this person is holding a 9th candle while the other ones have burnt out, right? You're holding the light of knowledge. So you just have to, that's why you're standing up, you're right. You know you're right in a group situation or against a population, right? What's this Nine of Wands in the upright mean? For Libras in the month of October 2025. You're making something happen. You might even perform. I'm not telling you to perform, be witchy. I'm not a witch. I'm a Catholic, okay? But you might be practicing some kind of manifestation magic, possibly candle magic, okay? Trying to make sure you have all the resources to make something happen. And you have a decision to make. Do I separate from this group or not? Right? I don't have any antihistamines to take care of this itch. And 4 cups. You may feel rejected by a group, but you're emotionally stable, so who cares? Now, you do have 5 cups here. You may temporarily lose faith in a population or even possibly in yourself briefly, but then there's a new beginning. So let's clarify, what does this mean? Thank God it's in the upright. What's this Ace of Cups in the upright mean for Libras in the month of October 2025? What is this? What does this Ace of Cups in the upright mean for Libras in the month of October 2025? Wow. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, please. Now, when you have 2 aces, that means unions, partnership, or new home, or new job, especially when the Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles fall together. Okay? That is the tarot cluster. Rejection by a group or having to stand up for your rights in a group makes you make a big change. I don't know if it's with a Pisces or Sagittarius, okay, because you have sacrifice, the Hangman card. There's enlightenment, okay, maybe because of a partnership. Look at that, 8 of Wands in the upright. That's amazing. That's also a relocation card. You might say, F this place. You know, I'm not telling you to do that, but that may be a result of this. So there's events or a series of events that happens in the world or nationally that does affect you. It makes you think in a different way. in a way that's different from everybody else, okay? Think in the vein of activist, prepper, conspiracy theorist, like that. It's very different from everybody else. But you know that you're right, okay? So you do meet a like-minded person, it looks like, or you're going to go where there's like-minded people. Okay, so you might leave one group to move to another. Okay, let's get the ultimate outcome. Wow, there's only one person here. Thank you for staying here. Let's see, ultimate outcome for Libras in the month of October 2025. What is the ultimate outcome for Libras in the month of October 2025, Sagittarius season? You might start to eat steak, or you might eat steak more, which is great. Good for you. Temperance. You might end up partying alone. You might feel spiritually protected or protected within yourself or in your own company. And then Three of Pentacles in reverse. You might feel temporarily that you've lost an opportunity with one group, but you have the resources with the Magician energy and the Sagittarian energy, the Temperance energy to do so. And then Queen of Wands, right, in the upright. Now, 2 queens as the tarot cluster mean, what's it mean? Gossip, enjoyable gossip. They're both in the upright. So after you move from one group to another, if that happens, it seems like that's what's happening in October. People talk about it, but in a way that's respectful, okay? And then King of Cups in reverse. A water sign may be unhappy about this, especially if it's a male, or it could be a female too. But this is a drama queen, right? So a drama queen might be a water sign that's leading the group to be, or a population against you. Maybe it will make more sense in October. Okay. Now we're going to read for Scorpios. I'm kind of liking this Cozy Witch Tarot. It's kind of interesting. Twist on traditional meanings of the cards. Hello. Now I'm reading for Scorpio. What's coming up for Scorpios in October 2026? Now, if you're just coming to the channel, I'm reading for October. Michelle, my bell. Oh, you're the one who stayed behind. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. So if you're just joining the reading, please DVR to the beginning to why I'm reading for October. It's going to be kind of interesting. And then come back and view the reading. What is coming for Scorpios in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? What's coming up for Scorpios in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? What's coming up for Scorpios in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? The High Priestess in the upright. Keeping secrets or keeping secret knowledge. The High Priestess in the upright is Taurian energy for me, but it could be Pisces as well. When in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. Yes, it is about intuition. And intuition is secret knowledge, right? What does her shirt say? Divination Witch. There is an October 2025 read. She felt called to do this. Oh, thank you. Thank you for doing that. I'm going to make you a moderator, babe. Because I love you. And you get it. You get me. Add as moderator. Boom. And I'm going to give you loves. Loves, 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 loves. Thank you. Was this in reverse? I think it was. It's the star card in reverse. Have faith that healing is in the forecast. Now here in the upright you had it in reverse, which is not great, okay? But it's not the end of the world either, okay? You see how she's wishing upon a star. Now in the traditional, it looks like it's the same. Now the star constellation, the constellation on the star card is the Pleiades, which is the constellation of Aphrodite. So this might be a loss of hope about love. But see how she's looking up at the sky and she's in her backyard. And there looks like a bird who's drinking from a muddy puddle at her feet. I don't know. You have secret knowledge. You're using intuition. Ooh, same thing. In the same position as Libra. In reverse. You're standing up for something. You may be disappointed in someone, possibly a lover or spouse. And you're using your intuition. And whatever it is, it feels like a morality thing. You know, somebody does something that's like against your morals, and you're just like, so you're contemplating how you're going to handle it. It's like a fish or cut bait. You wonder if you can stand it or not, or accept it or not. 8 of Cups in reverse, you might accept it because the 8 of Cups in reverse is like, I can't let go. In the upright, this person can walk away. In reverse, they can't. And this card says, if your life feels stale, explore some new scenery. And see how the water bottles are empty? They look empty to me. Okay? You might not be able to walk away from a situation that just disappoints you. So you might go, hey, and put your foot down. And you're using your intuition to guide you. It's a disappointment. It feels like a disappointed love affair or a partnership, like a romantic partnership of some kind. But it doesn't have to be. It can be work because you have 8s, you have 2s, money. You have 7s, which is about stability and security. You know? And the star card is a number 17, which adds up to 8. So there might be surprise developments that disappoint you. Okay. Oh, look, Michelle, my bell. You turned blue. That's because you're a moderator. Thank you for being willing to do that. You stand out, babe. So, I mean, it's very rare that I clarify the meaning of a hair font because it's secrets, okay? Like if I do a Celtic Cross reading and this is the outcome, I go, okay, well, we're going to have to do this reading some other time because it's not giving me an answer. Just like Jenny was not giving me the answer about what's actually happening in the world between now and October, okay? So let's clarify the star card in reverse. What does the star card in reverse mean? For Scorpios in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season. What does this star card in reverse mean for Scorpios in the month of October 2025 in Sagittarian season? So what does this mean? Does it mean a loss of hope or a wish didn't come true, or is it disappointment like I'm feeling, right? Oh yeah. This is oppression. This is the Tower. You're disappointed, and it might be a period of being angry, or it might be after a natural disaster. The Tower card is a natural disaster. It's a house fire. You know, it's some kind of, it could be anger. It could be the crumbling of foundation, right, that you thought was secure. It's a scorpionic card, so it is you who feels the disappointment. And then Four of Coins. You may keep it to yourself and choose not to walk away and just go. And see how there's like the engraving of a man in the background, right? You're like, it looks like you're going to accept something. And you're going to keep your feelings to yourself. Because maybe if you do stand up for it, it's like, yeah, and you're doing it because of love. Okay? So this card indicates that you're going to be standing up for something, but it looks like you're going to keep quiet too. So I'm like, well, what does this mean? Is this a separate situation, right, from this one? What is the Seven of Wands in reverse mean for Scorpios in the month of October 2025? What is the Seven of Wands in reverse mean for Scorpios in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? What is the Seven of Wands in reverse mean for Scorpios in the month of October 2025? Five of Cups, you're optimistic. You're optimistic. You might... Okay, so this is against a group, right? A group, like your friends, may say, what are you doing staying with this person? And you're like, I'm in love, so that's why I'm staying. It's, you know, it's a disappointment, but it's not a tower per se, because you might avoid a tower. And then Page of Coins in reverse. You're not going to offer them, I mean, if they don't believe you or support you, you're just like, okay, well, I'm just doing me, so. And then you have Hermit in reverse. The name on this card, or the title on this card is Contemplation. You're not contemplating. It's a disappointment, but you're going to roll with it, basically. And people are not happy about it, and maybe they don't understand it. But maybe you're not telling them anything either, or not everything. Okay? So what is the ultimate outcome for Scorpios? Thank you for being here, you guys. Thank you, Michelle, Matthew. What is the ultimate outcome for Scorpios in October 2025, Sagittarian season? What is the ultimate outcome for Scorpios in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? That was a short one. Shuffle, I mean. The Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Maybe you're not hanging out with the group anymore. The celebrations in reverse. Then you have the Eight of Swords. Oops. The Eight of Swords in reverse. I have to cover up the nudity. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Now do you have two eights? 9, 5, star. Okay, you don't have two. Oh, you do have two eights. Surprise developments. So the disappointment is surprising. Eight of Swords, you're not in your head about it. And then the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Do you have 3 threes? No. I think you know what you want, and you're going to do that, and you're not being influenced by a group of friends or family or anything like that. You're like, this is what I'm going to do, support me or don't. You know, this may be a deal breaker for you guys, but it's not for me. Okay, this seems like a love reading, but it can be any emotionally based situation. I don't know if you're emotionally connected to your job or what. It's a thing, okay? So, anyway, that's the reading for Scorpios. Now we're going to read for Sagittarius. My mind wandered at that moment. I'm hungry. What is coming up for Sagittarius in October 2025? What's coming up for Sagittarius? I might do a divination reading at the end of this, the divination rods, to find out what's happening. So if you guys can give me some questions to ask the rods, the divination rods, which maybe we can try and figure this out. They haven't failed me yet, but Jenny hasn't failed me yet either. She can't tell me, but maybe if we ask the right questions of the rods, maybe the energies will make the rods in a certain way. Now, I hold the rods kind of tilted downwards, so for it to push up into a yes is a thing, okay? Because it's defying gravity. What's coming for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? And you can ask questions too for your personal selves. And they don't have to be yes-no questions, but it helps if it's really specific that we could ask yes-no questions, all right? Because that's all a divination rods can do. It also cannot answer the question too. What's coming for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? Well, my back stopped itching, so that's something. Boom. Justice in reverse. Here it is in the upright. So you see someone with scales, a scales sticker and a sword on her laptop cover, and there's like a little puppy at her feet, and she's typing away. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. So you could be a cop, a county clerk, a firefighter, a judge, an attorney, or this is somebody else like that. Or this is a divorce or separation, okay? We have to clarify it. Chariot card in reverse, no movement forward. Oh, here's a new one. 10 of Swords in the upright. Hurt people, and hurt witches, hurt witches. So here you see she's putting a curse in a box, right? Like she's going to bury it to make it like last forever, right? Curious that I see the fire escape outside, okay? So I don't know if you're dealing with someone who needs to use fire escapes. At any rate, you feel betrayed. So you're going to send that energy right back to people. You need to pull a fourth card. Page of Cups. Look at that. Page of Cups is an emotionally stable person your age or younger. Okay. A water sign most likely, or someone who is water. Can this be your energy? Yes. But I tend to read for sun signs. So I'm going to assume at this time, before clarification, that this is somebody else. Okay. Separation or divorce or unfairness in some way, possibly from a legal case. You feel betrayed, so you're going to send that energy back via a curse. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying you'll feel like doing that at the very least. There is no movement forward, but there's an emotional restart. It's not a new beginning, but emotionally you're just going to kind of reset yourself, it looks like, if that's your energy. Or a water sign your age or younger will help you with this. Okay, let's clarify. Now, the Justice is a number 11 card, which means it's tied to the pages. So I don't know if this is somebody else, maybe they're separated from you. Okay. But the Ten of Swords is a mental ending or completion of some kind, right? So what does this Ten of Swords in the upright mean for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? What is the Ten of Swords in the upright mean for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season. See the card. yeah. It's you. This is the Temperance card in reverse. You might be trying to get somebody back for betraying you. Because they marketed a situation as a good thing and it wasn't. See how this person who's laying the tribute to, like, is stone cold, like a statue. Okay. Someone marketed something as charity, or someone gives you false charity. God, my back. I don't have any antihistamines, which is driving me nuts. I can't wait, in a way, for this reading to be over. I'm going to go get antihistamines and come back. So, you have no patience for someone who was unfair to you. I feel like you're the victim of an unfairness or a separation, okay? You might even pay somebody to put out the curse for you, okay? Like a witch doctor or a witch or something. What does this Justice card in reverse mean for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? So I feel like you're not directly affected by whatever events are happening between now and October, whatever they may be. Again, we're going to do a divination rod session after this to figure out what that is. Because remember, natural disaster came in my mind and then left. And then my best friend, who's also a reader, said possibly an earthquake. Okay. But this is a big earthquake that affects, you know, has worldwide domino effect for some reason. It's like super big. What does this Justice card in reverse mean? But it seems like you're kind of untouched by it and you're only concerned about your world in October or between now and the end of October. What's this Justice card in reverse mean for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? It might have to do with love, so this might be a divorce or a romantic separation of some kind. Usually that means one person leaves another, right? And here's the Lover's, wait. 6 is the Lover's card, love. How could I have 2 Lovers card? Oh no, this is the Chariot in reverse. Remember, you have 2 Chariots in reverse. There is no movement in a situation or partnership that you wanted movement. And it's a Wheel in reverse. So you're separated from someone and it's kind of devastating to you. Maybe you weren't expecting it and you're like betrayed, right? What does this Page of Cups mean then? Because Page of Cups is an emotional offer. What is this Page of Cups in the upright mean? It's not in reverse, it's in the upright. What's this Page of Cups in the upright mean for Sagittarius in the month of a Pisces may help you through this. This is Page of Cups in the upright mean for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025. This is the Empress card. It's called Fertility, and it is in reverse. And it's the Cleopatra card. We're going, what does this mean? Somebody may offer you, like for instance, this is not the storyline I'm getting, but say someone goes, yeah, I don't want to marry you. I just want to be like boyfriend and girlfriend. Or can we live together for a little bit longer and you feel betrayed? But they might make a small emotional offer, like a single cup, and you're just like, nope, because you're the Empress in reverse. There's nothing to grow in. This is Cleopatra, right? So this is Mark Antony and Cleopatra, which is one of the all-time love stories, right? It's in reverse. Someone betrays you in love. It looks like, according to the cards. They may be a water sign, or they may be a fire sign who just is a sophisticated player. Someone breaks a contract with you, a love contract, and you're just like, F you, I don't think so. Good for you. Don't settle for less than what you want. What is the ultimate outcome for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? What is the ultimate outcome for Sagittarius for October 2025? Sagittarian season. What's the ultimate outcome for Sagittarius in the month of October 2025? I see the cut. Yeah. Yeah. The ultimate outcome is your hopes are dashed in some way because you won't settle. And there's no transformation. There's no movement forward. Most certainly. Possibly with a Scorpio. And then the Nine of Cups is in the upright. A wish is fulfilled. It's a blessing in disguise. This person wasn't the one for you. It seems to me, according to the cards. Michelle Marville, thank you for all that. Oh, I love the icons you used. That's amazing. You're so sweet to do that. So moderators get, people who are involved in my readings, VIPs, get a free reading at the end too. Okay. Now we're on Capricorns. What's come for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? What is coming up for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? What's coming for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season. What's coming up for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? I hear opportunity. So you might... Monkey, where are you? Monkey, come. Monkey, come, baby, come. Monkey, come, baby, come. Hi, monkey. Come. Are you crying for me? Come. Monkey, come. Baby, come. Are you my baby? Why are you crying? Are you my little monkey? Are you my little baby? I love you. You're such a good boy. Are you my little
Mommy's almost done. I love you. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy, Yaya. Sorry, my baby was crying. I love you. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. I love you. Mwah. I'm almost done, okay? And I just spent time with you. You might, if something happens worldwide or a series of events between now and October, you, being the industrious person you are, or sign you are, you're going to see opportunity. What is coming for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? What is the coming up in October for Capricorns, Sagittarian season 2025? What's coming for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? Okay. You see the card? Yeah. You're wanting to start a new money cycle. You have a focus on money, as usual. Right? Here you may be offering. Here you may be investing in something to start a new money cycle. Or you may be spending money to do that. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. Ka-ching, boing. Page of Cups in reverse. I don't know if you're telling anybody or not. It seems like you're not. You might keeping yourself. Let yourself be continuously surprised by this thing called life. I think you're keeping it to yourself. Hi, baby. And you're going to remain emotionally detached from whatever you're planning on doing. Justice in reverse. You're going to take advantage of an opportunity where there's a lack of justice in order to make money. It can't be like a bad thing or immoral, right? It could be that due to events, there's... Are you okay? My baby okay? Monkey the baby, Kim. Kim, you my baby? Meow? You're such a good boy. I love you. I'm busy right now, though. Okay, baby? I'm busy, but I'm almost done, and I'm going to hug you and kiss you, go get antihistamines and dinner, and then I'll come back. Okay, baby? Or lunch. Or breakfast. Still drinking my first cup of coffee. And the kitty, the baby. There's a loss of services, like say government services, and you fill that niche and make a bunch of cash, maybe. Well, you want to go outside? You want to go outside, baby? Kim, you want to go outside? Kim. Monkey, Kim. Oh, monkey. Monkey, you want to go outside? Monkey, Kim. You want to go outside? You want to go outside, hey baby? You want to go outside? No? Okay. I'm having a hard time interpreting your cries. I know you want attention. I love you so much. I'm a kid. 5 of Cups. There's a loss of faith. Spilled tea isn't the end of the world. So there might be a temporary... You are directly affected. I feel like you're part of a population that's affected. Okay, and you're just like, oh... But then you go, okay, snap out of it, Capricorn. How can we make lemonade out of lemons, right? And that's the sense I'm getting. Okay, so I want to know about The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ministry was led to. Oh, thank you, babe. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, somebody coming in the middle of this is probably going to be confused about why I'm reading for October. What's this Ace of Pentacles in reverse? So thank you so much, Michelle. Michelle, bye. What's this Ace of Pentacles in reverse mean? For Capricorns in the month of October 2025. Hi, baby. I love you. What is this Ace of Pentacles in reverse mean? For Capricorns in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season. Nine of Wands in reverse, the other shoe drops. You get like, it's not a wake-up call, but you decide, I have to do something. I see a empty space that I can fill, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a bunch, it's money motivated. You see an opportunity, you grab it. Monkey, the baby, Kim. Kim, why are you crying, baby? I love you. I love that you love me so much, that you miss me when I'm in another room. But I love you. I'm almost done, baby. I have a responsibility here, okay? Queen of Wands in the upright, a fire sign may help you with this. Okay? They may be a blonde person. Then you have another ace. Now, two aces as a tarot cluster mean a new union, new job, lucky break, new partnership, right? You might partner with a fire sign, blonde, possibly woman, about a new action cycle, a new action. Because 9 of Wands plus an Ace of Wands makes 10 of Wands. There's completion of something and you start something new. I think you fill a niche and make a bunch of money. Okay? What's this Justice card in reverse mean for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? Well, I think I'm going to have Japanese food today. I'm hungry for Japanese. But the place that I like the best is not open until 5. So I'm probably going to go Benihana. And not Benihana's, Balboa Teriyaki. So pricey. What is this Justice card in reverse mean? For Capricorns in the month of October 2025. So if somebody wants to get an hour-long reading to help me pay for Benihana's Japanese food today, that would be amazing. Yeah, the unfairness is that there's no second chances, there's no ascension. Again, it feels external to you. And then you have the 5 of Wands in reverse, no competition with what you want to do. And then the 4 of Cups. You're not going to get a whole lot of support in what you want to do, but you're just going to, it looks like you're going to do it anyway. God, I'm just freaking itching all over. And I haven't used new laundry soap or anything. So, I mean, I don't know what was on those clothes, but I need to throw that thing away right away because I'm like, it's not as bad as it was, but it's like lingering. It's just making me crazy. Okay, let's get the advice. Are you stalking me? You want to play, don't you? I'm sorry. Bring me something to throw for you, baby. What is the advice? Is it advice or what's the advice for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season. What is the advice for Capricorns in the month of October 2025? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. See how in the upright this person is seducing someone by getting them tipsy, right? For the sole purpose of taking advantage, right? It's in the reverse. So the ultimate outcome is not to, hey, it's a baby, meow meow, meow meow, meow meow, 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 meow meow, it's a baby. I don't know what I'm saying in cat, but it seems to work. So the advice is not to take advantage of people. Take advantage of the situation, but don't take advantage of people in order to make money. In other words, if you have a corner on the market, don't jack up the prices. Just you'll make money just by supplying the service or the product or whatever. Okay, that's the advice. Yeah, because if you deceive people, they're going to turn their back on you. Don't deceive people. Monkey, meow. And then you have the Hermit card in reverse. See, in this one, he's kind of despondent because he's seeing someone get to know someone biblically. And is kind of feeling remorseful. They're trying to find answers as to why. Did you want to go outside? In reverse, you have the answer. Come, let's go outside, baby. Kim. Say, baby, you want to go outside? Kim. Yes, we do. Go outside. Have fun. So that's the advice. Okay, now we're going to read for Aquarius. Thank you for, oh, wow, 6 people here. Thank you so much for being here. Now, we are reading for October. Michelle Michael will tell you why. I was pulled to do it. I explained in the beginning of this all signs reading, so if you want to go back to what I say there and then come back for your reading. Now remember, if you're going to come back for your reading, you have to do it during the live initially because sometimes it takes up to 2 days or 48 hours after the live ends for YouTube to process the video and look for nudity and language and all that. What is coming up for Aquariuses in the month of October 2025? What is coming up for Aquarius? Sorry, I'm scratching and itching so much. Something was on that shirt that I'm allergic to. I don't know what it is. But I'm like itching all over. The only thing that makes me itch all over that I know about is dust mites and morphine. So, it might be dust mites on that thing. Anyway, thinking out loud. What's coming for Aquarius in the month of October 2025? I lost 2 people. What's coming for Aquarius in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? Oh, I see the card. Aquarius, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now, in the upright, the Knight of Wands is a person of action, most likely a fire sign. I read for sun signs, but it can be a moon sign or a rising sign if they're motivated. But here you see someone in the upright. They're sneaking into a bedroom or sneaking back into a bedroom like their own. The Knight of Wands in the upright is looking for answers about you. In reverse, you're either blocking them or you break off communications with them, like ghosting. And you look fine. You might be elements of Leo in your chart, or you're dealing with a Leo, or August may be a foreshadowing of October. And then the moon in reverse, Pisces and Aquarian energy for me. Okay, here someone's holding secrets, moonlighting, doing something in secret. You could have insomnia. In the reverse, not so much, right? Something feels like night and day, right? I think you ghost somebody who is a little bit too curious about you, or Aquarians, they do reveal a lot, okay? They're different and eccentric from other people, but they won't tell you everything. They're actually surprisingly private people, okay? Their friends are important to them, and their networks are important to them, but they let you, they compartmentalize their private from their public, okay? The next card you have is one we have not gotten yet in this deck, a brand new deck that we unboxed today. And it's the Tower, but in reverse. Here's an upright. Now again, part of me, one of the intuits that I got today, and also a fellow reader got today, she got earthquake. And I got natural disaster, right? But the Tower in the upright is a natural disaster. It's an earthquake. It's, a fire, a house fire. It's in reverse. So this is post-catastrophe. And things are sunny. It looks like you were affected during the time, but in October it's over. The experience or ramifications or impact is over. And you're just doing you, right? Secrets may come out because you reveal them. And you may ghost somebody. So let's talk about that. What is this Knight of Wands in reverse mean? Now, the Knight of Wands in reverse is traditionally the player card. Okay, I don't know if that's a thing for you. Or an aspect of the meaning of that card that plays out for you in October. What is this Knight of Wands in reverse mean for Aquarius in October 2025? Sagittarian season. What is this Knight of Wands in reverse mean for Aquarius in the month of October 2025? This is the card we don't speak of, the number 15 card, Temptation. Okay, I think you ghost someone or you break a union with someone because you might suspect that they're messing around. And Page of Coins in reverse. Do you have two pages? No. And you get past it quickly. The anger goes away quickly. You're happy. You are just going on to the new. Just like Aquarius, right? You're like, okay, whatever, right? This person might try to give you money in order for you to come back, especially if you're a woman, because some men do that. And you're like, nope. Yeah. That seems pretty straightforward. The important thing is you're this, okay? So let's get the ultimate outcome. My cat hasn't come back. What's the ultimate outcome for Aquarius in October 2025? What's the ultimate outcome for Aquarius in October 2025? What is the ultimate outcome for Aquarius in October 2025? What is the ultimate outcome for Aquarius in October 2025? Boom. 10 of Wands. It's a burden, but it's a burden worth taking to have that completion, right? You're moving on. And you're turning your back on deception, right? 7 of Swords. Or because you ghosting is a kind of deception. So you may ghost somebody. And here you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And you're not sneaky about it. You're just like, I'm leaving. No, come back. Okay, I'll come back. And then you ghost. Something like that. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just giving you the messages that I'm getting. But you're like, you just separate, you know? Okay, because answers come out. Boom. Okay, now we're going to read for Pisces. And then we're going to do some divination readings. So if you guys... Now, if you don't give me questions, yes, no questions to ask the divination rods about whatever is happening in between, because there's some mystery around what's actually happening in between now and October. So if you don't give me questions, maybe I'll ask a couple of my own questions and then I'm just going to tap off, right? Okay, so give me some questions. But don't forget, Michelle Maibel, the moderator, gets a free mini reading. So if you have a question, Michelle, doesn't have to be a yes-no question, but it's not a yes-no reading for you. So just give me a question to ask the cards. Oh, what am I doing? Start shuffling the outcome deck. What's coming for Pisces in the month of October 2025? What's coming for Pisces in the month of October 2025? What's coming for Pisces in the month of October 2025, Sagittarian season? What's coming for Pisces in October 2025, Sagittarian season? And this issue. Oh. You want to kill a spider. Monkey, Kim Kim. You might kill a spider. But the Seven of Swords is deception, right? Hi, baby. Welcome back. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, come. Monkey, come, come. Seven of Swords. See, you see the spider. She's like, there's no way you're getting out of this alive, right? Are your actions really as selfless as you think? So you might play the martyrdom card to explain why you did something, why you killed something. And then you have the Fool in the upright. Now the Fool card says, take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. Now this is a very ego card. This is always Aries in the upright, Aquarius in reverse. You love yourself, and for good reason. You got it in reverse, but you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, so this could be your energy. Honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care. You might be a little bit of a drama queen in this, defending what you did. I feel like you're defending yourself, okay? I want to say possibly to a Cancer sign. And then you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, no charity. You do something in October that other people, I mean, I don't see the Seven of Wands here, but you kill a spider and you do it in a really ruthless way. And you do it because you can. And it's like the shortest or most efficient way to get rid of the spider, whatever that may, whether it's a person or a situation. And all you have in your head is to get rid of the issue, right? So you're not running away. You're facing it. Because you fear if it's a part of your life that it'll just cause problems for you or whatever you're managing, right? And you might be a drama queen about it. And you're very... Six of Pentacles in reverse is uncharitable. It's like, nope. Every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. You don't care what the consequences are. Right? Like, here, the cat knocked off the cushion. Right? And she's like, okay, well, I'll just pick it up. This one, you're like, nope. I'm not picking this up. You know, it's like that kind of energy. Okay. Pisces can be really cruel. But almost always it's like a form of self-protection. Okay. Or they think. I mean, Pisces are famous for avoidance. You know, they ignore problems. They avoid them. If you have a problem that's not leaving you, in October you squash it. You kill it. Like you remove it from existence, right? So you're not ignoring or avoiding it. What's the Seven of Swords in the upright mean for Pisces in the month of October 2025? What's the Seven of Swords in the upright mean for Pisces in the month of October 2025? Sagittarian season. Oh, so I'm getting my pseudo headache that I only get during readings when something's a headache. So you feel you have good reason to do this. All right? Almost like it's your duty. It's like humans don't like spiders, so spiders must die, and I'm a human. Eight of Cups in reverse, you can't let it go. And with the Knight of Wands, you declare war. Five of Cups. It's because you lost faith in something or someone. It feels like a person, possibly a fire sign. Okay. Okay. And then you just force a new beginning where you're looking at yourself going, good job. Right? Uncharitable way. So, what should I... You know what? I'm going to clarify with the Wheel of the Year Tarot. I'm going to clarify a clarifier. I'm going to clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse. What is this Eight of Cups in reverse mean for Pisces in the month of October 2025? What is this Eight of Cups in reverse mean for Pisces in the month of October 2025? What is this Eight of Cups in reverse mean for Pisces? I love your icons, Michelle. Michelle, my gal. What does this Eight of Cups in reverse mean? Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. Oh, shit. Come back. See the card. So 2 8s is the tarot cluster, means surprise developments. Whatever it is, you can't let it go. You have to kill it because it's making you crazy. Okay, it's totally got yourself in your head and you just want to stop thinking about it. And you may keep it in secret. Maybe that's why the Seven of Swords too. You kill something, but you kill something in secret. And then you're zen, right? You're grounded again. Okay. So let's get the ultimate outcome. Michelle, what's your question? What's the ultimate outcome for Pisces in October 2025? What is the ultimate outcome for Pisces in October 2025? Sagittarian season. The King of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, there's no nudity. So in this scene, the king comes upon a woman who's just recently been raped. Okay? And this is the hero, right? You rescue an earth sign who's been wronged. And maybe that's, you get rid of the spider and then you rescue somebody. And then to cover up the nudity. The Chariot in reverse. Now, 2 sevens is a tarot cluster, mean mutual respect. You want to make progress on something, possibly with an earth sign. Now, I have to explain this card because it's very different in the upright compared to other decks, especially the Rider-Waite. Here's the Ten of Cups is in the upright. This woman is trying to make her happiness, and you got it in reverse. So trying to make her happiness by distracting someone or trying to call back someone who's distracted by, looks like gold. She's trying to entice him back, right? But he's completely distracted. So normally this is happiness or marriage or reunion. In reverse, this is a complicated reversal for me. And I may have to further clarify it. You end an emotional cycle because of the spider you quashed. The spider could be someone who has been putting up an obstacle to you, possibly. Whatever the situation or however it plays out. 2 knights. You have 2 knights. No, you have a king and a knight. Okay. I'm looking at clusters. Sorry. So the Ten of Cups is in reverse. You're not going to be distracted by false happiness is what I'm getting from that. But let's clarify to make sure that Intuit is correct. Okay. Hi, monkey. Were you happy outside? Because I didn't hear you crying anymore. So I'm going, what does this Ten of Cups in reverse mean? Michelle, do you have a question for your reading? What does the Ten of Cups in reverse mean for Pisces in October 2025? And what is the Ten of Cups in reverse mean for Pisces in October 2025? Clarifying with the Wheel of the Year Tarot. Let me close the door. It's clarified by the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Monkey, get pee-pee. I'm almost done, baby. Okay? But then I gotta leave. You're not gonna be happy about that. In the upright, is this yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. Harvesting abundance, right? In reverse, I'm going, what does this mean? What is this 10 of Cups in reverse? You're not going to be distracted by someone who's giving you false happiness. This is a Virgo card, okay? I just want to put that out there. But you have a fear of being alone, too. So you might quit a marriage or union that was not happy. It does mean unhappiness, okay? Because this is the 9 of Cups in reverse. Now, ladybugs are associated with good luck, okay? And 9 of Cups are wishes come true. Now, you have 2 9s, which as a tarot cluster mean documents, okay? and you're moving forward, okay? But you rescue an earth sign. I don't get it. It's not completely clear for me, but maybe it'll be clear for you in October. Okay, thank you for your question, babe. Meow. Meow. So let me get all the cards off the table. So because Michelle Maybell is an VIP attendee of my live readings, I've made her a moderator, and so she gets a free reading at the end. It's my Cancer, my life partner, my final partner. I'm going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic for that question. And then we're going to do a divination session. So please, guys, give me some questions to ask about what is happening between now. Monkey! Between now and October. It's going to start be affecting everyone in different ways. Is the Cancer in Michelle Maybell's life her final life romantic partner? Is the Cancer who's presently in Michelle's life, who they're thinking about right now, her final life romantic partner? I heard no. I heard no. And if you know, you know. Usually what I hear clairaudiently supersedes what comes out in the cards, but maybe the cards will tell us why. Or show us if somebody else is coming in. The cards say no. Here you have the Hermit in reverse. Oh, it's covered. Here it is in the upright. So this is a Virgo energy. You have Virgo, Aries, Gemini. Okay. So here, someone feels dejected. In reverse, maybe not so much. Internally, you may know this already, Michelle, since this is your reading. But then you have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. You do have a new beginning, possibly within Earth sign. But you have the, is this the Ace or the Magician? This is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Which is it was karmic in a way that you're meant to have this experience with someone to learn something or pay a karmic debt or to teach something. People leave your life because a karmic debt was paid or you taught a karmic lesson or they did the same to you, right? In the upright, you can see there's like a little bit of rough play here, right? And then there's a sword that's involved, right? The sword is in reverse. The Ace of Swords is a defeat in this situation. But then you have the Ace of Pentacles too. So this is new union, partnership. So you're probably meeting someone else, either during or immediately after the defeat of this relationship. Does that make sense? I'm so sorry if I'm giving you bad news. I apologize if I am. I don't like to do that, but I'm not going to gloss. You have the answer with the Hermit card in reverse. You have new energy coming into your life. Either, well, I mean, ultimately because of this Cancer in your life. Okay? Now, what should I use to clarify? I'm being pulled to the Modern Goth Tarot. Okay? For the clarifier. Oops. I'm so sorry, Michelle. So, I want to talk about the Ace of Sword. Please clarify the meaning of the Ace of Sword in reverse. Please clarify the meaning of the Ace of Sword in reverse. Please clarify the meaning of the Ace of Sword in reverse. Please clarify the Ace of Sword in reverse in terms of Michelle's question. Please clarify the meaning of the Ace of Sword in reverse for Michelle. I mean, this is like, it doesn't look good for longevity. Yeah, there's a decision to make. But there's progress mentally because you go from an ace in reverse to two of swords in the upright. You have all the information you need via the Hermit in reverse to make the decision. And I don't know if they're an air sign, but here's a fourth sword. Here you have three swords plus a fourth sword, right? And the knights, if they had a number, would be the number 12, 13, 14, 15. This equals 15, which is the one we don't speak of. But they're in the upright, I have to say it, if this is the person. Oh, good. Okay, I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you're able to look at it that way. They may mean well, but they're not doing well by you. Yeah. Ten of Swords in reverse. You either avoid a betrayal or post-betrayal, there is a false new beginning that leads to an ending. But let's talk about this, the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see if there's like an ultra bright side to this. What is the Ace of Pentacles in the upright mean? Remember, two aces together mean new partnership, new union. So that's new. New means never been with before, okay? It's not a restart, that's page energy, okay? So what's this Ace of Pentacles in the upright mean? Now, aces are related to the Magician card. What's this Ace of Pentacles in the upright mean for Michelle? What's this Ace of Pentacles in the upright mean for Michelle? Lovely. Six of Wands in the upright. Victory, ultimately. Especially in a new partnership. Love it. Is that 5? 6? Oh, no, it's a 7 of Wands. Sorry, it's the 7 of Wands. So, you defend. You might have to, like, guard your money with this person. I don't know if you're sharing bank accounts. Oh, they could see the number on this. Oh, 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. 4 of Wands in reverse. There's no stability in this interaction, but you have a new partnership. But I would guard your money. If you're sharing bank accounts, or if they offer you money, if it becomes transactional, because you do have 15 swords. So, more than that, but the 15 swords stands out to me before the person appears. Okay? Just saying. Okay. But that's your answer. No, it's not a forever thing, according to the cards. Now, does anybody... Oh, good. Perfect. I'm so happy when I can confirm and validate your own, intuition. Okay, let's do a divination reading since nobody has any specific answers about or questions about. So for people just joining us this morning when I was meditating before the All Signs reading, before going live, I was trying to think of themes, like what is my, because I've already done June, so I can't do a monthly, right? I did that in in mid-April. Or mid-May, sorry. So in mid-May. So I had to think of a theme. A couple weeks ago, I one of the themes, for instance, was who's stalking you, right? So, so I was looking for a theme, and I was asking clients and my friend and all that, right? So nobody was giving me answers. So, but what popped in my head was October 2025. I'm like, that's months away. I mean, I do 12-month readings all the time, right, for people and groups of signs. Like I did for Virgo and I think Cancer this year. At any rate, it takes a lot of time and a lot of editing. So I forecast way in the future all the time, but why would I read for October right now? And then the next thought that came into mind, but it left really quickly, it came in and left really quickly, was natural disaster. Okay? So now I'm going to do a divination reading. Okay? I'm going to raise up a little bit so you can, because I don't like to hold them that high. Okay? I want you to be able to see it. So you notice that I'm holding them a little bit inclined or declined, right? So I'm not holding them out straight like this. I'm holding them down like this. Okay? So that means in order to get a yes answer, which is usually when they cross like this, usually, it has to push against the force of gravity to give that answer, okay? So we're trusting that the divination rods, which have never failed me yet, are telling the truth, okay? So, I mean, at this height, it looks like it's straight. This is straight to me, right here, okay? So I'm holding them down. And I'm resting my arms against my chest, okay? So we're going to give a couple of test questions, all right? Is Kamala Harris presently the President of the United States? No. Okay, and I'm going to hold my... This is where it's turning up here. And I'm holding my chest, holding my arms against my chest so that they keep steady. It went out. So we know that... Can you show me what a yes answer looks like? Oh, okay. So it's pushing against gravity to give me that answer. Okay. Is President Trump the President of the United States? Yep. Okay. So it is giving us correct answers. It's never not. So reset. Will there be a natural disaster in the world that affects other people, like entire populations of people, between now and October 2025? No answer. Okay. Will there be a subduction earthquake along Washington, Oregon, and California between now and October 2025? No answer. It's not. Remember, my spirit guide was saying, I can't tell you. Okay, so it doesn't happen often, but sometimes the divination rods will keep secrets, okay? If there is a natural disaster that affects worldwide populations, are we supposed to know right now? No answer. Okay. Will Aries signs be affected by... See, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's happening. So, is there a major world event, no matter what form,
going to happen that affects the world population in some way? Yes. Thank you. Is the world event a war with impact on world commerce? Ooh, I feel it moving. The answer is yes. Reset. Reset. Is the United States going to be involved in this war? No answer. Can you show me what a no answer looks like? I feel it moving out. Okay, so for it is meaning no too. So we have to assume any answer that I stated was a no answer before is possibly a no. Okay? So it's because of war somewhere in the world. And the United States apparently is not a part of it. Is Israel a part of a major war between between now and October 2025? I kind of feel it moving, but it's not. No. Is Iran the country who starts a war that affects the world population? No. Where else? Is China the source of a war or part of a war that affects world commerce and other populations of the world? No. Is the war that's going to affect other people, everybody, most populations in the world, is that an economic war? No. Is the war that's affecting the world population a spiritual war? No. Or it's not giving me an answer. So I'm confused about what questions to ask next. You know what I mean? I mean, unless you guys, give me a question. I think I've asked every kind of scenario. Because a war is kind of like a broad subject. Or it's not telling me. Remember, my spirit guide, Jenny, was looking into the future in a window she doesn't usually have in her house, in my mind's eye. This is all throughout the reading for the people who are just joining us. And she said she couldn't tell me what it was. And then another point later on, she said, I'm trying to figure out how to tell you without telling you. And then she decided she couldn't tell me anything, like not even give hints, So, it's like a high priestess situation where we're not supposed to know, basically, Oh, why isn't this lowering? Shit, did I get a broken seat? Oh, now it's not going down. That sucks. Okay, I'll figure it out, guys. I hope I didn't get a broken chair. I can't sit this high up. Anyway, I'm itchy. I'm hungry. I gotta go. So thank you for joining me. And thank you, Michelle, for being a new moderator. And I will see you next week sometime. Either Saturday or Sunday. I don't know until it comes. So anyway, bye.